All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Aimbot. So before we get started, a couple announcements for y'all. Frame Fatales will be having its next all-women's speedrunning event, Flame Fatales, from August 21st to the 27th. And the schedule is now !FF in Twitch chat, or go to gamesdonequick.com/framefatales for more info. I'm actually super stoked for that. There's a lot of good runs on that schedule that I'm really looking forward to catching. And if you want to participate yourself, definitely come show up during those dates, and prize submissions are open, so check the site for more info. And this weekend, we have the marathon that I've created called One and Done-a-thon, August 13th to the 14th, a marathon where I personally erase the runners from existence. ! OAGAT in Twitch chat to learn more. Now, it's a marathon where you get one submission, and then if you get accepted to the marathon, you can't ever run in the marathon again. So I'm stoked. I'm looking forward to it. A lot of great games. So with that said, tonight, I've, again, played both of these games. I've beaten both of these games, but I did not do it at any sort of speed. So I'm really, really excited to have the Doom community on to show off. So without any further ado, Dangerous, 100% Classic, take it away.
Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. I'm Dangerous, and I hope it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius wherever you are, because it's not here. So today we'll be doing a speed run of Doom 2016. On the couch, I have the incomparable Mr. Metal Live.
Hi, I'm a primarily FPS and movement runner. I've run a lot of Doom. In fact, I think it's probably the most hours that I have, but I've not run a lot of 100%. However, I have commentated a lot of 100%, so thank you for bringing me on once again, Dane. Appreciate
Of course. And to help with the commentary, we also brought on Mr. Dylon57.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dylon57. I am a washed-up all-secrets runner.
All right, we're going to get started. There's a 38-second cutscene, I think, to watch, and then time is going to start once I pick up the pistol and start shooting away with it. By the way, this opening sequence was so iconic that they copied and pasted it into Doom Eternal, that opening dialogue.
It's good. What can we say?
It's good.
It is good.
Also, just as a forewarning for everybody, this run is going to be a lot.
3,
It's going to be a lot.
2, 1, and go. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually go in and check the HVAC system. There's a problem with the HVAC system, and we need to test it out. Oh, I'm having trouble getting up there.
Requires a little bit of parkour.
By the way, intro is the hardest part of the run. This is the most reset-heavy section of the game for a reason.
Oh yeah, especially like in any percent where every single second matters. You mess up one jump here, you're like, okay, time to go watch that cutscene again.
By the way, big shout-outs to Sabuline for this.
Yeah, definitely. And also for reference, I have about 300 8-second clips of this game in my recordings folder.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Who would have thought that Doom would become Prey?
Right?
If you've never seen the Prey 2017 speedrun, by the way, nice. That skips one cutscene.
And I did it slower than if I just shot the zombies and did it like normal.
Hey, but this is a showcase. We have to show things.
Now,
It's all good.
during this cutscene, we're going to pick up a codex. Right there. And then we're going to load checkpoint. And then we're going to do it again.
Hooray!
So the whole reason that we do this is to skip, number one, the first cutscene that plays when you press the button to open up the door to this room. So we're just jumping over the door, starting the next cutscene. The reason we have to start that cutscene is for the codex, because this is 100%. And then once we have that codex, we'll just go back here, do this again, and we can just skip the second cutscene entirely. So we only have to watch about half of it, because there is nothing else of value to us in that room or cutscene. We will be jumping over the combat shotgun, I believe, right, Dane?
We'll be getting that next. If I can ever do this. There we go.
It's all good. It's all
I love intro. I clicked inbounds. Okay, so Henny just recently did this, did any percent at ESA, and he spent like 5 minutes here because this section is that unforgiving. This is like by far and away the hardest part of the run.
Yeah, so I guess I'll explain what exactly is going on here because you may be looking at this and how are you going out of bounds? This is called a paperclip. This was discovered initially by Seeker, and he didn't really have a name for it, but it was either me or, you know what, let's just say Seeker name. He basically did anyways, so he came up with the idea that since basically the two planes that make up the wall, you can kind of sneak in the two planes, and paper thin, so.
Hence the paperclip.
Hence the paperclip.
Yes.
Wow, I actually missed the imp there, but not a big deal. All right, so you're supposed to pull that eye out of that glory nest to do this fight, but as we said, walls are an option.
Yeah, and that's another paperclip. It looks a little different, but same thing.
Oh no!
Almost.
That happened to me during practice too, and it's so rare that actually happens.
Hey, you do better than me, man. I can barely get that when I try.
I found that
Yeah, getting that
easy.
like clipping into the wall there is pretty easy, but I've always struggled with actually getting the all that like the elevator part.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you
You're
boost up.
you're essentially doing an elevator where you continually spam your jump inputs, which, if you didn't know, we bind jump to scroll in this game because it actually does give you a noticeable height difference in your jump.
Nice.
There we go.
So yeah, you basically just elevator out of there, and now we're going to press a button through the wall because who cares?
Yeah, this one I don't know the exact explanation for. I assume it has something to do. Like I think it's similar to paper clipping in that you're sort of navigating between the planes all or something like that. But
Like the walls line up like this.
Yeah.
And there's just enough space in between them that you can just reach through and push the button and then get warped through the space-time continuum.
Yeah, especially
There's going to be a lot of that in this run.
Yeah, especially with curved walls and walls that have intersections like that, you can really get through those.
All right, so now we actually get out of intro into the outdoor section. Now you're going to see some new tech here. We're not going to explain it just yet. We'll just kind of let the slow burn of this initial trick kind of seep on you for a second. You're supposed to do a fight here. But fights are slow. We don't like doing slow, so we're going to skip the fight entirely. Now, hold on. Don't freak out, everybody. Just chill. We'll explain everything. Just give it a second. We're using all the tech right here in the first level. We can't explain it all right here. There'll be nothing left to explain for the rest of the run. Now, the reason why we're going to wait is because you're going to have a more pressing question, which is, how did I turn Doom Guy into an airplane?
And also, why is he naked?
These are great questions. Meta, would you like to answer those?
Absolutely. So we actually fully skip the Praetor suit in the first level. That was the second cutscene that I mentioned. That's where you grab the Praetor suit. So the game never puts it on, and you may have noticed as well the classic cutscene in the elevator there. If you've ever played this game, that is done fully naked as well, which you don't get to see unless you do intro skip, which is really unique to the speedrun.
Oh yeah,
I think. But yeah, because we're still in the UAC, Doom Guy is still naked. He will get his suit back in the next level. Don't worry. We would not be able to do intro skip if the game never gave you back the suit, because you would never be able to access the dossier, and we need to access the dossier to upgrade stuff. So.
Yep,
definitely. And especially when we get that tracking component, that's really critical.
Yeah.
Because we don't know where the secrets are, so we need to be able to find them.
Yeah, that is very true. So, to kind of explain the trick that he's doing right here, if you've ever seen a Doom speedrun, at least one that utilizes glitches, you have seen the rail boost. We call this a rail boost. Essentially, the way that a rail boost works is Doom Guy has two ways to essentially climb up onto a ledge if he hasn't just, straight up landed on top of it. You either have your normal muscle up grab, or a not really spelled out to you thing that it does is called a foot grab. It's where you're not quite at the top of it, but you're not low enough to do an arm grab. And whenever this animation is interrupted by a rail or a vertice that you hit at a specific angle, it basically bounces you back and forth in the geometry of that rail and shoots you into next Tuesday.
Why is Pebble being so frustrating right now?
Because Pebble be like that. It really is.
Pebble
It
do
was
be.
fine for a minute. Now 4 times in a row, it didn't work.
Oh yeah, it's the classic. It's definitely the classic, you know.
There we go.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, rail boosts. It looks like it's kind of easy. Like, oh yeah, big man, line up on dot, haha. But really, it's pixel perfect. You have to be in the exact right spot, looking at the exact right angle with the exact right timing. Otherwise, your boost either just straight up won't work, or, you know, there's some hilarity that ensues, I'll tell you. But here we go.
So we are done with the UAC.
Yeah, so the 100% run for the first few levels is going to look very similar to the All Secrets category. In fact, it's identical for the UAC.
It's not identical.
Minus the codices.
Yeah, I
suppose.
And the drone.
Yeah.
But aside from that,
So we're going to be getting, in this level, we get challenges from Vega, which are also going to be a part of 100%.
Hello.
And this is now, as we get into level 2 and level 3, where the route is really going to change up from All Secret.
I can activate.
Yes, and if you notice there, again, another button pressed through the floor this time. It's funny, the origin story of that trick, it wasn't too long ago. It was MDSR 2020, actually.
2021.
When
MDSR
was
is...
exactly a year
MDSR...
ago.
Oh, wow.
It was what?
It's exactly a year ago.
Oh, wow.
MDSR,
yeah.
by the way, is the modern Doom's running marathon at our community.
Yeah.
That trick was literally discovered in the middle of our marathon. It was like the most hype thing ever.
Yeah,
There was like
literally-
9 of us sitting in a Discord call freaking out.
Yeah, and of course
Those
it
are
was
the
Seeker.
moments that we live for.
Yeah,
Of course it was Seeker that
Yeah,
found
it was
it,
all.
yeah.
It's always Seeker who finds the cool stuff. But yeah, we were like, we had the optimal route like laid out. What was it, like an hour? We were just chilling, and we're still using that same route today for like the fastest route. But man,
Those are seriously the moments that I live for. Like, I can also remember at the very start of Doom Eternal, Seeker, yet again, big surprise, Seeker found slope boosting almost immediately. There was like 10 or 12 of us sitting in a Discord call, and he just scrolled to jump and jumped on a staircase and was like, hey guys, check this out.
He did that
Those
5
moments
minutes into
where
the game,
you...
by the way. He did like
Yeah.
5 minutes into playing the game. He was like, hey guys, I broke it.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
But like sitting in a Discord call with your friends and like routing a game, like that is, I don't know, to me that is so much more fun than speedrunning or like any sort of competitive aspect of speed.
Oh, definitely.
Ever mean to me.
And the cool
That's
thing too
so
is
much
like
fun.
the cool thing too is especially with like our community. A while back, I took it upon myself to do a lot of the groundwork for rerouting All Secrets because the last run that had been done was like 2-3 years prior or something. So it was really out of date in reference to a lot of the tricks. And you know, I was just streaming casually to like my 2 viewers or whatever. And our good buddy and legendary speedrunner, Whitehound, came into my stream randomly. Was like, "Hey, this is pretty cool," and he came back and completely demolished me at All Secrets, of course. But yeah, it's just old buddies coming back together. Oh, and here's the classic, the fist bump.
Fist bump!
Yeah.
We have a whole category that's just do that as fast as you can, by the way. And it has like...
this is bad.
Oh no, you're
Nice.
good. You're good, man. Yeah.
Fall damage in this game, oh my god, Sab is in the chat and he's gonna judge me if I explain this wrong. I'm gonna do my best, Sab, I promise. Fall damage in this game has, I remember, 3 different like important factors. Number 1, it checks for if you're above just like an empty. And at about I'm probably going to get these units wrong, but at about 10 to 12,000 units, if you're above empty space, it just kills you. So like if you go too high above empty space, and also I think it's at like 17,000, even if you are just above like solid ground, that will kill you as well.
But
And I thought there was a third one, but maybe not.
a rail boost keeps you grounded. So that's why you don't
rail
die.
boosts are, well, you can still do, I think it's like the above the void.
It's if you
it'll
fall
still
a
true
certain
if you're above
number.
void.
Yeah, if you fall a certain number of units above a void, that's just like guaranteed sad town. Whoa.
Yeah.
That was a
Guaranteed
much
sad town.
bigger
That is the
jump than
best
expected.
way I've ever heard describe that.
Yeah.
It's always like the arc boost, dude. I'm doing the arc
this way.
boost, and then I'm like going up. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna hit the limit, and then you implode, and you're like, yeah, welcome to sad town.
Oh
But
man.
shout outs to Blaine for finding that rail boost because he got sick of doing the jump to the stairs, which sucks and is really, really inconsistent. And he's like, screw this, I'm finding a better way to do this. And he found that rail boost and I was like, thanks, Blaine.
Yeah, you guys know Blaine. Oh yeah, but I just took it and went over here instead. Oh yeah. I love Blaine. If he's here, hello, bud.
Fellow Canadian.
Yes.
I haven't really been explaining this route very much yet.
True. Oh no, that's awful.
Crud. Okay, I can work around this. I can't believe I hit the trigger. That's so rare that happens.
I'll let you focus on this and I'll kind of explain what's happening.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, so basically what he did, also swag, basically what happened was we tried to skip as many checkpoints, as we can in this level, because the way that a lot of the game operates is based off hubs, like checkpoint hubs. So we try to keep the initial hub that we get toward the beginning of the game and kind of just, route from there. Well, what he did when he came through that vent, you're supposed to go around the checkpoint trigger, but he like hipped it. Doom guy elbowed the checkpoint trigger and accidentally messed it up a lot. It's one of those
so
things where,
marathon luck.
yeah, it's one of those things where you literally like reset if you screw this up. But that's okay because Dane's a legend and he'll figure it out.
Okay, so I goofed something up and I'm now soft locked.
Oh no.
Because this door won't. Oh, there we go. It now works. It wasn't working before for some reason.
Nice. No way, dude.
Well, that's never happened before, I guess.
That's never happened before. It had to happen once. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of cheating here, but it kind of calls for it. Just ignore what you're seeing on the screen.
All right,
Okay.
chat, everybody
It's
promise
magic.
me, close your eyes. Nobody look.
Close your eyes. Pretend you didn't see that.
Oh, that was a tragedy, bro. I've actually genuinely never seen someone mess up that bad.
Yeah, but now we get to do skate park skip, which is everybody's favorite skip. By the way, shout out to that zombie for just like flipping over the edge like that.
Oh yeah,
Oh shoot.
Yeah, Zombie thought the skate park was a parkour course.
yeah.
Did not go well.
Honestly, the skip, it looks like it'd be pretty simple, like, oh yeah, just jump in the wall. But you have to get this perfect amount of height to actually make it. Yeah, right there.
And not too much without bonking either.
Oh, yeah, true. Grab from the invisible Zambi.
Yeah, that's the floating key card, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, the
Yeah,
one.
that's supposed to be like the only jump scare in this game. And we're
Yeah.
just like, nah.
Don't even spawn in the model.
Don't even try to be a horror game. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like on the fly rerouting, just FYI for everybody.
It's cool. It's pretty chill.
I'm literally rerouting this like as I go.
That's what's really interesting about 100%. I mean, when you're doing world record runs and like you've optimized it to a certain point, you do kind of need to follow a certain route. But even then, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. There's still a little bit of improvisation, even for a work, right?
Mid run, there's actually quite a lot. Early game is very tight.
Yeah. Early game
Yeah,
is
and
very
for-
tight.
But yeah.
For noob runners like me who have a time of like 3.5 hours, it's all like improv because you make so many mistakes. You need to like, okay, what can I do now? And I find that really fascinating. I think improv in speedrunning is really maybe undervalued because it's like, I don't know, it spices it up a little. Pretty fun.
Yeah. Hey, Dane, you're not capped, right?
I'm not. Oh, look at that. I actually made it up here.
Oh, hooray. Yeah, we did it.
Look at that. Oh my god, look at how I did that.
Yeah.
It's just, there's enough zombies spawned in, like, or enough enemies spawned in that it just tanks your frame rate. So this is actually
This is because of that thing earlier, right?
yeah, so it ate one of my checkpoints. Oh, this is gonna be really bad if, you think here.
I believe
I
you.
have to get this paperclip, this paperclip first try, or we're gonna be back in the skate park.
Oh, no.
I'm going to,
You hate
I'm
this
gonna take out a
paperclip,
little
bro.
bit of an insurance policy here.
I believe you.
It's all good. Basically, what he's preparing to do is one of the more difficult paper clips in like the game. Period. You have to rub your shoulder into this corner at just the right angle to where you can edge in just like that. Yeah, you jump toward it.
Nice.
Yep.
This
Oh
is
no!
going so much better than I did a time capsule. Come on.
If you look up and toward
Okay,
the A,
okay.
there it is. There it is. Okay.
Now this jump.
Got it. Yes.
Let's go,
Nice.
dude!
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Oh, I have failed that trick on that jump so many times.
I failed.
Let's
the
go,
time
dude.
capsule. Oh
Hey.
boy, that was.
GG, that was awesome.
Honestly, bro, being able to go through that hype moment was totally worth the checkpoint.
Yikes, that was So for those of you that are maybe curious at home, no, that was not normal. That was very much an abnormal res op. So this is Frank, by the way. Everybody say hi to Frank.
Hi, Frank.
Hi.
Hi to Frank.
Long time no see, buddy.
The upgrading of your arsenal.
That was a
Your combat
pretty bad res ops.
Who came out? I think
Hey.
Red Warrior named him.
I think so.
It was red, yeah.
Which is funny because I was like 4 years after I started speedrunning the game. No one ever gave him a name. And then, you are Frank. And everyone was like, okay, sure, let's do it.
Everybody started calling him Frank. But I named William, so.
True. You did name
Alright, so
William.
here, I'm going to equip mod, grab this drone, and then reload checkpoint. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up for drone duping, which is going to be a bit of tech that you're going to see a little bit closer to the end of the level. There's nothing else to really talk about with it yet. We'll talk about it more when I go to pick up that drone a second time. But it has to do with animation canceling, which is barrel, I'm begging you, barrel, please. We are live on GDQ right now.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
No lie, though, working with props in this game is a nightmare.
And enemies.
Yeah. One could even say it's an ultra nightmare.
There we go.
Oh,
did
do we
it.
want to discuss like source requirement versus no source requirement kind of stuff now?
Go for it.
Or do we want to do that later? Okay. So yeah, so you may be. Wait, did we do the web?
I
We
set
did
up for
do
it, but I haven't actually duped it yet.
Okay. You know, we'll wait.
Yeah,
You could wait, chat. We'll wait.
it's okay.
There's
Oh, trust me,
there's
you'll experience pain later. Don't worry. Man, and this is actually where the run kind of starts to kick up because the first level, it's a lot like All Secrets, even though there's a couple of places where you have to deviate, right? And then the second level, Res Ops, sure, there are a couple codexes and stuff that you have to figure out and this and that, but it's also
challenges.
yeah, and the challenges, yeah, which is also very much like All Secrets. But whenever we get into Foundry, that's when we get our combat rating. Basically, Vega says, "Hey, here's your combat points, yay!" And from this point on, the name of the game is combat rating. How much combat rating can I get where, and how efficiently can I do so? while also completing the challenges and collecting all the secrets and collectibles and such.
And also mastering weapons.
Oh,
and
yeah.
there will be another thing in the next level as well. But that's another thing is masteries. So what do we have to keep track of? So we have challenges, we have combat rating, and we have masteries.
Yes.
So yeah, and that's just like keeping in mind like that's the 100% routing type stuff. There's also a lot of like glitches to remember as well. So like the amount of stuff you just have to memorize for this run is ridiculous. When I first learned this category, Dane and I sat down for 9 hours and he ran me through the route. My notes for that run were something like 10 pages. It was ridiculous.
I haven't done it yet, surely from a time constraint standpoint. I just don't have the time.
Yeah, like your first run will be like 4 hours. 3.5, 4 hours.
It's pretty nutty.
My first runs was like 5 or something like that. Like way back when.
Yeah, and even then, you know, if you get on a bad run or something and you decide you want to finish it, sometimes you'll get all the way to the end. It's like, okay, well, I'm kind of in a bad spot as far as my combat rating in this level or my weapon mastery. So how am I going to get the mastery points? It really is like a balancing act between all these things that you're trying to complete and making sure that it's done. So
Yep.
people who've run 100% heavily, especially Dane and Dara, he did a lot of work as well. A lot of it is figuring out, okay, where can I get this and how do I get to that spot as quickly as possible. And we'll try to point out
From inbounds or out of bounds.
Yeah, from inbounds or out of bounds, and we'll try our best to kind of identify those points. And one thing too that you'll notice right there, when he went into that little hallway, he got the secret for that Praetor token well before he actually got to the secret. So a lot of the secrets that you collect in this category and other categories, you can get them sometimes without even entering the room. Oh, there's the animation cancel.
Nice.
Lovely.
Yeah, you can cancel.
You can sort of have your cake and eat it too in Doom 100%. And by that I mean you trigger the secret and you don't actually have to go and grab the thing itself, because all we're looking for is that little checkbox in our dossier that says, "Yep, Doom guy did the thing."
In some cases, you do have to actually go pick it up. Like, there's some dolls you have to pick up. There's some tokens you have to pick up, but usually you don't have to.
It's maybe like 10% of them, something like that.
There we go.
Maybe 15%, but it's most of the time you can get around it.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, and there's going to be a lot of shooting. I saw in the chat someone was questioning about shooting at the ground, shooting around in general. This right here actually is a little bit different. Dane was shooting off of the distance with the heavy assault rifle, and that's to try and attract a Hell Knight that's across the map, right, Dane?
That is Captain Combat Rating, as Maynard calls him.
Yeah, so that was what was happening there with the plasma rifle, or in the next level you'll see it a lot with the plasma rifle and the heavy assault rifle as well. You either are going to be shooting it to charge up heat blast or to drain ammo so that we can pick up more ammo for ticks on the rune mastery, and that'll be next level. But yeah, there's a few reasons. Yes, there's a few reasons Dane will be shooting in seemingly random places for no reason, but I promise you there is a reason.
Guys, I'm getting a knock on my bedroom door.
Oh dear.
I'm in the middle of something. You're gonna have to wait. I am so sorry, everybody.
Oh no, it's all good. Don't they know Dane's an important guy?
Oh, this room's really interesting to talk about as well. So there's 3 different types of spawns that the demons will come. There is static, which means same spot every single time. There is random, which they can just spawn in pretty much any number of predetermined spots. And then there's influenced. Influenced means that where you're looking and where you're standing can influence where the demon is spawning, and we can manipulate this, and you'll see this a lot more later. That room is entirely static, the one that we were just... and so it's really nice. You could just sort of stand in the center, and you know exactly where all of the first part of this fight that we're doing right here is going to be static, which is why you can see Dane knows exactly where they are. And when we get into the second wave, it will start to be, I believe.
And you'll see him right there.
Second wave is static as well.
Are the imps that spawn below, is that not influenced?
The ones on the ground, no, they are just, I think everything's static in this arena. I don't think there's anything influenced.
Okay. Well, never mind. It's all static.
Yeah, the most prominent place where influence spawns are going to take over is in Laz 2. Where's...
Okay. Well, while he looks for this imp, classic, while he looks for this imp, you'll notice that he switched to the remote det rocket mod there. That's yet another routing choice to kind of get those masteries ticking up as things go.
It's so satisfying watching combat in static in arena.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's just like, I'm going to wait for this demon to show up so I can shred him.
Yeah, my favorite part is probably Laz 2, the combat there, because it's so cool.
Yep. Is that the only influenced arena?
There's a couple of other spots. Ironically, one of the places where you get influence spawns is in UAC in the first outdoor arena, but we skipped that with a rail boost.
Core temperature
Yeah.
is now stable.
Nice.
So now we get to everybody's favorite part, token duping.
Yay!
What is token duping?
So-
Gonna grab this token and reload checkpoint.
Yeah, so basically we can just interrupt the picking up animation by hitting escape and loading checkpoint. It gives it to us and keeps the red guard there so that we can just grab his token over and over. But we are not going to subject that to you.
Yeah, we're not gonna-
what are we going to do, Dane?
We're gonna load up a separate save file that already has them pre-duped because it's 4 minutes of RTA watching me dupe this token 29 times. You don't want to watch that. I don't want to do it. So we're going to. Oh, look at that! We have all 29 tokens. Yay!
Wow.
You don't.
I
you don't
will
wanna watch
note,
that.
I will note, chat, that I did say I wanted to watch it. So for those of you missing out, I petitioned for it.
Okay, we'll have it on the record that Dylon likes watching token duping.
Yes.
Dylon is a masochist when it comes to Doom speedrunning, so I get it. Makes sense.
You know who doesn't like watching token duping? GDQ staff.
I don't know what you're talking about. I love token duping, but then again, I'm not staff. So from a noob who never 100% in this game, do the tokens make you like significantly more powerful than you would be at this point in the game, or is it like
By a lot. Like if you were to do this casually, it would be like a huge advantage.
It's
Yeah,
like
because we basically have the dexterity unlocked all the way, we have the power up unlocked all the way, and once I get, the equipment unlocked all the way, and then once I pick up a power up in this level, we'll be able to unlock power ups all the way, and the balance shifts so wonkily in our favor by that point that the demons don't stand a chance.
Oh, yeah. Once you get to about AFD, that's when things
Grenade
get...
skip!
Hey!
Yo! He did the thing! With a bee hop to end it too. Nice. Yeah, this game does have bunny hopping, by the way. It's not traditional like source bunny hopping or anything like that. But if you gain more than like your running speed's worth of them, you can continue that speed. You cannot accelerate, but you can maintain speed with a bunny hop.
Yeah.
And you basically have no control over like either side to side. Like you can't change directions or anything like that unless you have in-flight mobility. That's a whole other thing. But IFM's poo-poo.
Yeah, that thing's quite the animal. And
Don't
we
let Dara
try
hear
not
you
to
say
use
that.
as much as possible. I know, Dara
or
with
Glock.
IFM memes.
Dara loves
Dara
this
and
precious
Glock
IFM.
love IFM.
All right,
To be
so
fair, IFM does do some cool stuff.
Amerlin, I'm going to let you decide this one. We have 3 rune slots available to put this rune. Now we have the open slot, which is slot number 1, but then we also have locked slot number 2 and locked slot number 3. So which slot should we put the rune into?
I'm gonna say 2.
2?
But it's locked.
It is number 2. What? Netta, would you like to explain?
Okay, so that trick right there is called the bite and switch. It was found by Bite Me running at Games Done Quick 2019?
2020.
The other one?
Yeah, it was 2020.
Okay, 2020. The years all meld together. Anyway, it was found accidentally during practice at AGDQ or SGDQ 2020.
AGDQ 2020.
Thank you.
One of the DQs.
And he could not figure out how to do it like before he actually did the run, but he sat down afterwards with oh man, I'm losing all the details, but basically
we all kind of looked into it, but I think it was in a conversation with one person specifically.
it was found accidentally at GDQ 2019, and we couldn't figure it out for a while. But basically the way that it works is you have two input methods. I mean, you could use controller as well, but we don't need to. We have the keyboard and we have the mouse. If you hover over a rune slot and you like click it and then you navigate with your keys, then you can select any one of the three slots, even if the other two are locked. So this lets us put rune slots in way earlier than we should be able to. So once we have 3 rune slots, we can equip the 3 rune slots. You're not supposed to be able to equip 3 runes at the same time until you get like what, 7 runes or something like that.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, so
IFM's the one that unlocks your 3rd slot.
Yeah. So as you can imagine, this allows us to do these rune masteries so much quicker. It was definitely possible to do like all your masteries and all your challenges and stuff like that in a single playthrough before Bite and Switch, but now it's a lot more comfy.
Oh yeah, definitely, and
The
especially
red flexibility is much better.
Exactly, yeah, especially in a route where it's mostly about how you manage these resources. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, resource management is maybe second only to memory in terms of like the skills that make you excel at 100%, I'd say.
Yeah, you gotta keep an eye on your ammo counter.
Definitely. In fact, a lot of this game in general, regardless of the category, is very ammo route based. Like, in any percent specifically, it is... If you don't have enough ammo at any specific point, you could lose, like, minutes. It's a big deal.
Ammo is important as well, but also like demons are a resource game. Like where a demon is could influence, like if you can get a tick or not, and that as well comes into like.
And imps.
Yeah, something that they kind of started in. Oh, sorry, Dad, were you talking?
No, I was just saying the imp
complaining
meme.
about imps.
Yeah.
So something that the developers kind of started to toy around with this game was the concept of using smaller demons to kind of refresh your ammo supply. And so that's why the chainsaw gives you ammo, but there's a limited amount of chainsaw fuel in this game. And so as a trade-off, you have a little bit of a bigger ammo cache. Well, in Doom Eternal, the way they kind of went full bore with that, and they gave you a much smaller ammo cache, but infinitely refueling ammo, or infinitely refueling fuel so that you can refill your ammo. And so you have fodder enemies that are like pretty consistently, respawning if you kill them and you don't kill the big heavy enemies first. Well, it was sort of started here, and then they like really developed that like a lot more in full in Eternal, and Mute will probably talk about that in his run. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it in time. No, that's fine.
All right. And is the loop-de-loop CR train upon us?
Right here.
Hey.
So I'm going to shoot a rocket here, shoot a rocket here, let these guys walk around a little bit to spawn in this group, and I forgot my wallet over here. Oh wait, no, I must have picked it up. Okay, so we're good. We can go back up and then and shoot these guys. Oh wait a minute, I just killed these guys. What's going on here?
What are we gonna do?
Meta, what's going on here?
I'm gonna let Dai explain this one.
Go for it.
So, this specific room is not set to only spawn the demons one time, and whenever we walk past a certain threshold, it essentially just refreshes the room, and we can get a whole lot of combat rating and skip some of the later parts of the level specifically because this room exists. We basically fill up our combat rating just enough to where we do the things that we absolutely need to do and then end the level.
Yeah, so I'm like very carefully monitoring my combat rating right now. I'm gonna just play it safe real quick and do one more run to make sure. You can usually get away with like a little over a third of that 4th point, but I've missed the threshold before, so I want to play just a little bit safer. It's a marathon after all. Oh, I never equipped ENC. Okay, that's on now.
Yeah, you notice too, he was also training weapon mastery with that and just unlocked a weapon mastery. All part of the plan.
Doing a show.
Yeah, so we're going for DFAs, which stands for Death from Above. Aw, he died. And so that's what these are. This is upgrading the rune. At the same time, we're also going to be working on, oh boy, on a couple of other weapon masteries as we go. Now, on Ultra Nightmare, you have to wait for this drone to kind of fall down from the ceiling, but on Classic, we can just reload checkpoint, and there he is.
Hey.
I'm completely out of rockets. This is not what I wanted.
Oh yeah, speaking of like picking things up and things spawning, pretty much in this game, if you weren't aware, as soon as you touch something like a weapon or something like that, it's yours from that point forward. Like when you pick up the combat shotgun, you're picking it up right here, I think, or the SSG. Whenever you pick that up, that's yours now, even if you reload checkpoint.
But we're not going to reload checkpoint.
Yeah, we're not reloading, but just as a yeah.
We have to pick up all the weapons at some point. Even if the game would give it to us in some other way, we still have to... Where did that imp go? Did he jump into the pool?
Oh no. He played Sudoku.
He played... That was very odd. Come on.
Yeah, and this room is really, really cool because of the, what do they call it? Summoners, correct?
We are actually not going to meet the summoners here because we're going to skip that part.
Oh, really?
That is what they're called.
Okay, cool. I'll openly admit I am not a combat guy. I barely ever shoot the boys. I probably shoot about like 4 boys in total.
Yeah, the 80% speedrun is almost pacifist. In fact, if we were... So there's some things that we kill just because it's faster. But it is almost possible to pacifist Doom 2016.
Yes. Say that 3 more times.
The only thing, if you play this game casually, the only thing stopping Doom 2016 pacifist at the moment is the Hellguard fight. Every single other fight can be skipped, including the final boss.
Yes, that is correct. Spider Mastermind skip.
But not in 100%.
But not in 100%,
yeah,
no.
Not in 100%, but...
Yeah. No, it's actually pretty cool, and really the only thing that's stopping us in regard to Hellguard skip is that, like, technically we could get over to the Hellguard arena, but the Crucible itself is stuck in a podium that's under the ground, and even if you try to go under the ground, you can't interact with it. So it's literally just like the worst. Hey, yeah, here we go.
That was a really nice boost.
A little high,
Could be
but
good.
landed this right here, yep.
Yeah, so... the only way that we can foresee, like, skipping the Hellguards for, like, truly pacifist would be some kind of, like... Something where you, like, physically skip over a boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to get Link in this game, and then we can ace our way to the credits.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my god. Guys, we're at the Argent Tower.
Access points to the tower.
Oh my gosh.
Destroyed in the explosion.
I don't like the Argent Tower.
We might actually pass up Olivia Pierce.
There are first boots.
The greatest speedrunner of all time.
Use them to traverse the pipeline.
Oh, look at that. That actually went right this time. All right.
So yeah, that boost does some.
Yeah, and it's always when you have an audience, it does the weirdest things. All right. So we've got multiple different tricks coming up in this level. We've got early Gauss. We've got the early classic level. Come on, drop down. We've got an Omega skip or an Omega boost. What else? What other horrible things are there in this level that makes me hate it so much?
Combat manipulation.
Well, yeah, but that's in every level.
Well, true.
Oh, banana skip. Banana skip can sometimes be a little trolly.
We do be having bananas.
No, we don't. We skip them.
Oh, true. I mean, we look at them.
We didn't actually explain what the runes are, I don't think, did we?
I don't think so.
Runes are like abilities, kind of, and just like weapons, each rune has a mastery. So if you can complete the challenge, you get like an upgraded version of that rune. And obviously, for 100%, have to all of those masteries, weapons, all of them. So
Yeah. And some of those runes in particular are the in-flight mobility, like we talked about. It actually lets you have more control over your character in the air. And if you do like rail boosts and certain tricks with it, it actually is pretty crazy. A rail boost with IFM on. And then you have then you have Rich Get Richer, where it gives you increased ammo capacity.
I tried to do the cool swaggy rail boost, but didn't work. All right, I got a load checkpoint here to despawn all these enemies because enemies just chew through your frame rate in this game.
yeah, it's something. It's all the AI like goes to your CPU or something like that. I don't know. I think Steve explained it but AI is all like calculated or something like that. And if you spawn in too many, your frame rate will get like, halved.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of strategies in both 80% that we do specifically to spawn enemy.
There we go.
To despawn the enemies.
It's funny too, if you notice here, occasionally, nice. Occasionally, if you look a different direction, you'll have like 100 FPS, and then you look in a different direction, and you have like 200.
Yeah, this level in particular is... Whoa!
Oh!
Pretend that didn't happen. This level in particular is really horribly optimized, and so when you're in this outdoor area, there's kill planes everywhere, and kill planes are just total CPU hogs as well, on top of the enemies, so you can sometimes get 100 frames per second just in this section.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh, and here we're just going to casually
This is
just,
a little
loop
high.
around. Yeah, it is a little high. I think you're dead, Finn. Yeah.
Yeah, when you see that like the white like
Yeah.
stuff, that's usually
I hold out for hope that sometimes it won't do that, and one of these days I might get proven right.
It's all good, man.
All right, so what we're doing here is we're getting into the classic level, and there's a boost that we're going to do when we get inside the tower. Safe. Oh!
I saw it happening.
I had it and I choked it. The whole rest of the route that we're going to do inside the tower actually hinges on doing this part now. If we didn't do this skip, we couldn't do the route that we're going to be doing in the tower afterward. This is way too high.
Oh, Lord.
This is above the tower.
Hey, is that Olivia?
if you drop onto above the arena,
That was
too
never
high.
gonna say that. No, there's collision right above the like at the top of the tower. So game hello. So even if I manage to like get over the classic level, I'd hit some collision. Okay, this looks better. A little high, but there we go.
Nice.
There it is.
nice.
Okay,
Yes.
now we can actually do the route that I want to show off because the Omega boost inside the tower is amazing and it's so cool to show off. Black boost.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. You're not supposed to bump into
Almost
that pillar.
worked.
I, however, am a Pepega, so I gotta do that again.
No, Dane, you're a professional. Don't worry.
Professional Pepega.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I was so close to it too. I was so close to the secret trigger.
If it weren't so fast, if you would have looked up and to the left, you would have totally had it.
Probably, yeah.
It's okay though.
Oh, that one was a little fast. Oh, we got this. We got this. This boost is cool. I want to do it.
It's a cool boost.
It's a little, yeah. You have to thread the needle a little bit here because there's like these walls and pillars that you have to make it through specific walls and pillars in order to get into the secret trigger.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
That one was like perfect too. Okay.
Yeah. We actually do.
Thankfully, that one's just a little. It's the trigger, and you don't have to actually grab the thing.
Yeah.
It's a token. That's a token.
That's a token.
Yeah, it's a token.
We don't need any of those.
This boost is weird. Sometimes it works perfectly, and sometimes I get like a really far boost for some weird random reason, and I've never been able to figure out what exactly causes it, because I'll have the same frame rate with both of them. There we go. This is what we want.
Hey.
We land in the middle of the bridge to spawn these guys in. If you land at the edge of the bridge, they don't spawn in, and we need them for combat rating, because combat rating is going to be exceptionally tight in this level. And now I just got the delete button. Would one of you like to explain what the delete button is?
So, big laser go whoosh.
Whoa.
Whoa!
This is not what I was expecting or wanting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what he's talking about is the weapon mod or the Gauss cannon. Basically, the what's it called actually? The Corona, or
It's the Corona effect, the outer beam, but that's an upgrade to it. For right now, all I was really worrying about was getting siege mode.
Siege mode. There it is. Siege mode.
Yeah.
Sorry, I always forget, and it's called DKSMS, or I think Dreamer King.
Dreamer
Super
King siege mode.
Yeah.
Or just instant siege, is it?
Instant siege, yeah. So normally siege mode, you activate it and you have to stand completely still in order to use it. It starts charging up and then eventually you can fire it. Well, a member of our community a while back, who the trick is kind of named after, if you hold basically like the mod button and swap to the Gauss cannon and shoot, then you'll instantly be able to use siege mode, and it literally makes everything in the game a joke.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
basically
extremely trivialized with this trick.
It's the same concept as basically any other animation cancel in this game. You're canceling the animation of it up so that you can get right to the firing phase. So it's not actually instantaneous because you have to quote unquote charge it up for the duration of your melee strike, but immediately after the melee strike is finished, you can fire your siege mode, which is like 1 second or maybe half seconds compared to the 7 second siege mode to charge up. As you can see, very devastating.
Yeah, it literally just blows through a mank like it's nothing. And the cool thing too is like we can use a lot of these animation cancels in different ways. Like whenever we're trying to get our the grenades leveled, we can literally just interrupt it with like a ledge grab or a weapon swap and just infinitely use it a bunch of times, as many times as we can press the button. What's another good one you can think of?
Like another just animation cancel.
Yeah, drone duping's cell duping is not animation canceling, ironically enough.
You can stop yourself from. There's a lot of moments where you'll accidentally make this game.
Oh yeah.
You can make sure that doesn't happen by interrupting it with a melee.
That is true. Yeah, interrupt it with a melee strike.
I actually have one of those redded into Foundry.
Nice. And you can also instantly swap mods as well by doing the animation can. So you basically just hit the mod swap button and then swap weapons real quick, and when you pull the original weapon back out, you'll have the new mod on it. And I actually did that a little bit ago. I just didn't. It happened so fast I couldn't explain it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that. But here we're gonna do this combat arena, and then we're getting ready for a boost, right?
Yeah. Where's the Revenant? There it is.
Hey.
In the meantime, did we ever go over like source requirement stuff?
We did not.
we did.
Difficulty
Well, I don't
stuff.
know if we ever fully explained it, but
Okay, so in the meantime, I'll explain. So you may have questions if you're familiar with like of Zelda 100%, where they have like source requirement and no source requirement. We have no such thing as like a source requirement in this. However, we do split between difficulties. So are running classic right now, which means any difficulty that is not ultra. Then we have Ultra Nightmare. Ultra Nightmare is the hardest difficulty in the and also permadeath. This also means that you do not have checkpoints. And any duplication method uses checkpoints, pretty much. I'm trying to like think. Yeah, I don't think there's a single duplication method that doesn't involve using checkpoints. Right?
No.
nope, all of them. All right,
Just making sure I have my bases covered.
This
Okay,
is one
you
of
do
the
your thing.
coolest boosts you'll ever see. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm in the right spot. Yeah. All right, let's hope I get this first try.
Oh Lord.
Oh, hit a ceiling. No, I almost had it.
It's okay. It's okay. Basically, what
This
he's
boost is
trying to
kinda
do
tough.
is, yeah, it is. It is very tough. It's one of the harder boosts. But yeah, we'll kind of go over like the dynamic a little bit with the source requirements too while you hit temps. These. So there's no explicit rule against using glitches in the Ultra Nightmare category, but generally it's a riskier
go.
category. Hey, there he is. So he just skipped like 2 minutes worth of stuff.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 minutes of mantling has just been skipped.
Yeah, easy.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no.
that's okay. We'll
You're-
wait.
yeah, that's
We'll
fine.
do another cycle.
Also, another thing about Ultra Nightmare is just that because there's no checkpoint loading, and because of like actual like health requirements,
go.
there's a lot of tricks that you can't do.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. But you know, and along with that, usually Ultra Nightmare runs are more about being like careful and efficient in combat than they are about glitches so much. They use glitches, just not a lot of the major ones, because inherently this game's tricks are really hard. Like even for some experienced speedrunners, learning a lot of the stuff can be pretty harrowing.
I would say instant siege mode is a pretty big glitch, but it is it's not as flashy as like rail boosting. So a lot of them are like it's okay, we'll use this one.
Right, yeah.
It's true. But yeah, I mean, like for instance, like I have never done 100% Ultra Nightmare. I've completed a casual Ultra Nightmare playthrough. I did that a few years ago. And I have never completed an any percent Ultra Nightmare run either, because both any percent Ultra Nightmare, 100% Ultra Nightmare, anything that you run like on Ultra Nightmare, number one, the route is very different. Number two, it is stupidly difficult.
Yeah, basically, if you hate yourself, go run any percent Ultra Nightmare. It's so bad. I tried for like 3 weeks, and it was so bad.
Yeah, I think I have like 25 hours on live, like just on live split of me attempting.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And it like the furthest one I ever got, I got to Vega and I fell into the void.
No.
And I was very big sad.
Oh, that sucks. That's,
Yeah,
that's deep into the run, by the way, for those of you that don't know.
Yeah. I pretty much collectively have put probably 100 or so hours in Ultra Nightmare runs because I really wanted to be the guy, you know. But sadly,
Yeah,
I
there was
not
a long
the guy.
time where there were the 80% Ultra Nightmare run was like quote unquote for because
Yeah.
of just like strategies that hadn't been implemented. But then you had to actually like get a run in.
Actually do it. And then
Yeah.
there's a part in Art Complex which is so bad. Oh man.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna go into it. It's so irrelevant to anything else in this game, but it's bad.
Yeah, that was the ammo boost technique. Getting ticks for ammo. Whether it's a ammo crate or if you chainsaw a demon, you stand inside the ammo pool and you're just like constantly shooting. So you're constantly spending your ammo and like gaining it at the same time. And every time you do that, you gain a tick ammo boost mastery.
Right.
So if you're ever wondering why I'm shooting the ground, that's the reason why.
Yes.
I
I know we mentioned that earlier, but yeah, I figured we would get some more questions about that. So
No, definitely.
now we're working on Super Shotgun in this level.
Set up a portal device at the
Yes.
I'm about to turn my fan off because it keeps blowing my hair right into my face.
Oh no, that's just the
It's
special
glorious.
effects, brother. Yeah,
Thank you.
GDQ pays good money for these. You have to utilize them.
You are the Doom Jesus, after all.
We're actually attaching a fan to your velocity in this game.
Thank you, Amerlin.
We should, actually. That would be very funny.
Okay, so here's your speedrunning kit for this
Hey,
year's
Mute's got long hair
GDQ.
too. You can do it to him too.
True. Oh man.
All right, so this challenge involves getting a very specific glory kill, and we should probably talk about glory kill challenges in this game versus Eternal because they are big difference.
They suck in both games.
They suck in
They
both
do
games,
suck
but
in
they
both
suck a
games.
lot more in Eternal.
Yeah, they do. Actually, no kappa. The cool thing about the animations in this game is that there's not a whole lot of them, and if you know what you're doing, they're very, very easy to manipulate. So for instance, if you shoot an imp with one micro missile, it will stagger,
Fire?
and then you can get behind it and rip its head open. Easy. Don't you have to
Players-
use a gauze?
I'm not playing
there
nice
you go.
right now. There we go.
Anyway, so oh no. Hey,
I still have the trainer open, so I'll just do that. Saves us from having to do that whole, because I actually don't know how the checkpoints would work out because we sort of bypassed a checkpoint. The
No, it-
sound should not be playing right now. The music. We may have broken something. We'll find out in a second. So, okay, so
it'll be
this
fine.
is not the intended way to play this level. We're actually bypassing a checkpoint so that we can do two fights at once. However, the music's changed, which means that the fight ended, which means everything despawned. I think the Manx despawned. Uh-oh, that's a problem.
do we need
Okay,
to?
there's a couple of backups I can do to kind of correct that.
Improv time, baby. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Improv. Let's do it. Oh yeah, glory kill stuff. Yeah. So like the thing I was saying with the imp, you shoot it with one micro missile, it staggers, and if you stand behind it, you're gonna do the ripping its face open animation. Same thing with like the little zombies, the zombie soldiers. You get
Yeah,
behind them,
it's
you'll do
not-
the bottle opener. Yeah, it's like real easy to manipulate them.
Except
Unless
for when you're just a pixel off and then they do some other animation, you're like, okay, dude. But yeah,
Right.
they're not random. If you do the same setup every time, you'll get the same result. It's just that sometimes the setups can be a little iffy.
Right. The only times that glory kill animations really are kind of bad and weird is during glory kill clips, which is basically where you manipulate the way that the monster does its animation and how you glory kill it to where it pushes you through the wall, like behind you. You usually do it facing away from the wall. But fortunately, I feel like as a community, basically,
There you go.
we've all
Nice.
gotten nice. We've all gotten so much better at glory kill clips. It's not as big of a deal anymore. You know,
Yeah.
still hard, but not as hard as say 2 years ago.
I've killed the fans, so we're not going to have any more like Fabio moments. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
But it kept blowing my hair right in my face, so I was like, I gotta turn this thing off. It's starting to get distracting.
It's all good. It's all good.
This level has 2 runes. These are what we call the glory kill runes, and these are going to make you very, very dizzy later in the run. So we'll warn you ahead of time before I actually do that. All right, so we did token duping earlier, we did drone duping earlier. Now we're going to do cell duping. Cell duping's fun.
Yeah.
It's a little tedious, but this is going to bypass 3 separate cells that we otherwise would have to pick up. So what we do is we grab the cell, and then there's like this very short, like 2-second animation that plays. And during that time, if you alt tab out of the game to force close it, you will reload checkpoint, you'll still have the cell that you picked up, but the cells responded so you can grab it again. So we're going to do this to pick up 3 cells. One in Res Ops that skipped a very long cutscene that we did not want to watch. One that was in the Argent Tower that was just the last level, and then one that we would otherwise pick up in the next level that we can now bypass with a big fat rail boost.
Yes.
I also think it's interesting that you have to do like the Alt tab to open up the menu, because like they don't let you open up the menu here because clearly they knew that you could just duplicate it, but then they left it in for the Praetor suit. Like, what?
It could have been an accident, though. It actually could have been an accident that they just said, like, okay, don't let the player pause in the middle of that animation.
Bro, this game is an accident, my guy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But we
The
can say
developers
that.
got
It's
a
our
Nokia
game.
bookshelf and they said, whoops, accidentally made a video game.
Yeah, we found these 3 extra screws. Oh, and one's loose.
Also, I don't know why I just thought of this, but shout out to id for not actually like patching out any of this stuff in this game. This is like literally everything is possible on current patch.
Yes.
Which it cannot be said about Doom Eternal, where we have to use like 6 different patches. So don't know what happened there, but
Yes. Thank you,
yeah.
Id
So
Sama.
thank you, id for not doing that to 2016.
Really appreciate. Big appreciate.
This can eat your double jump, so you gotta take that one kind of slow.
Yeah, banana ledges.
Oh yes, and the swaggy double barrel or double treble, excuse me.
On Ultra Nightmare, I have died to banana ledges more times than I care to count. In fact, I have literally lost an Ultra Nightmare run literally at that jump that you just did because I slipped off the ledge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Super dope.
Dying on that ledge is a rite of passage. You're not allowed to complete Ultra Nightmare until you die at least twice with that ledge.
Yeah.
Got it.
Nice.
I might have
Kind of a
to
tricky
refund
one.
my Ultra Nightmare pass. I only did it one time. However, I did die to a Cacodemon in Necropolis, so maybe that's the substitute.
That's a funny thing to die to. Oh, what? Third? Oh, I didn't upgrade siege mode. All right. We got the outer beam on this thing now, so now this thing's a lot more powerful because it's going to have this outer effect.
Boom.
Boom. You're done.
There we go.
Just another ring of damage. Because of course, to the best mod in the game, we need more damage, right?
Oh yeah, of course. It's never enough.
Oh, got it.
Ooh,
That
nice.
jump got kind of weird right there at the end.
Yeah. It's definitely cool. The siege mode, and you can see too. Try to pay attention whenever he's using it on things that are kind of far away. You don't even have to be close to aiming at it. It's like
Yeah, it's with the outer beam.
so wide.
Without the
With
outer
the
beam,
outer beam.
you have to actually be pretty accurate with it. But without the outer beam, if it's like in the general direction, you will decimate everything.
Literally. It's so wacky.
So if you're bad at accuracy,
Which I am. Actually, I have never done an Ultra Nightmare run. I say proudly, because I'm a scrub. But regardless, when I was doing...
It took me like 200 hours. I don't blame you.
Oh, yeah. But I did do a Nightmare playthrough. I don't know if I ever talked about that one.
is he done yet?
I did do a Nightmare playthrough, and the first thing I asked as soon as I got the gauze cannon was, okay, so how do you do the big explodey thingy?
How do you make Big Gun go?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so clean. Oh man, that
man.
makes me happy.
There we go.
It's actually exceptionally hard to get into that little alcove.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times.
Weirdly, it's weirdly tight. All right, I had a little bit of trouble with this in practice, but Dara helped me figure out a new setup. We're gonna line up right on this guy's there.
Focus.
Yes.
And nice.
There you go.
Every time now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that one's a pain in the butt. I should learn that setup if I ever come back.
Honestly, it's one of those things. Fortunately, I've done it like a million times at this point, but it's one of those things once you know it, you can literally just like jump into there and just like do it.
I probably haven't done that jump since 2019 or 2020 maybe.
Wow.
Been a bit maybe.
It's so crazy to think how much time has passed even since I joined the community, what, like almost 3 years ago at this point?
2019, yeah.
Yeah. It's wild to think. So many things have changed, and one of the wonderful things about this game, is it is always changing and evolving. I can't think of a time when we haven't had some sort of breakthrough, you know. It's wacky. And it's been since 2016, since day one, that people have been working on this game. And literally, what was it, like 3 months ago, if that, CD skip happened?
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff is found like at least every year. Like, if that's a pretty generous statement, but like at least once a year.
Something like that.
I do remember when I started in August of 2018. At the time, it was like pretty dead. Like when I came to learn, there was no one actually actively running. Seeker and Guac were still in like the Discord and like would help and stuff like that. But I was the only runner at the time. And then I don't think anything was discovered during 2018. But then in 2019, that's when Intriskit was found, right? I think.
When what was found?
I think so. It was like, if it was not early
Or maybe it was
2019,
2018.
if it wasn't early 2019, it was late 2018. Because I remember I came into the scene right after that was found, and people were just learning it. And you taught me how to play.
And look where we are now. The student has become the master.
Well, master of some, not of all.
I did not finish DNC back in the facility, so I gotta finish it here, which isn't a big deal. I'm gonna have to farm a couple more super shotty shots later.
Oh yeah, I'll be okay. Nice. One of the few tokens we grab.
Whoa, that was weird. There we go. All right, now I can swap this off.
Nice. There you go. But yeah, you know, essentially the way that 2016 works is every now and then we have this like crazy renaissance period where everybody comes back and we're all hanging out for like 6 months or something, and then we all get frustrated and quit for like 6 months and then come back.
Yep.
Yeah, it's one of those things. This game is very taxing on the psyche, I'll tell you.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like half retired from this game. I have 1,100 hours actually in the game, like overall, and about maybe 500 of that is speedrunning, which is not like crazy numbers or anything, but this game is very draining.
Yeah.
It's super rewarding, but it's also like it's so difficult that like you really get burnt out super quick.
Yeah.
So I'll run for about a week every like 6 months or so.
I mean, I'm semi-retired too. I literally dusted off this run once again for this event, which I'm happy to do that. Like even if it's, you know, even if I haven't been running the category actively for some amount of time, I'm still like, yeah, I'll show it off.
Oh yeah, and Doom is kind of like riding a bike almost. If you're playing at the top level, then you know you really can dust it off. Like just play for a week and then kind of be done with it. You know.
Why is this?
Another thing is that like these showcases, like whether you're on like a GDQ HotFix show or a marathon, like these are always super rewarding. Like we love doing these. It's more so just the competitive aspect that is like, you know, when you're resetting runs and you're losing runs, like all that stuff doesn't really matter when you're in a setting like this. It's very comfy.
Yeah. Also, if you didn't notice, he just hit his head on the wall and transported himself to another dimension.
Outside. Although I was having trouble getting up there for some reason. And
Yeah,
to
it's
this
all
day, I
good.
still use your setup for that.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty good. It's pretty free after you kind of know the timing of it.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of practice with the timing, but the inputs they make a lot of sense for how you set that up.
You jump to the... Oh, okay.
There we go.
So, a fun fact, actually, going back to 2016. At that... Oh, are we going to jump across to the rune? Is that
Of course.
Here? Okay, yes.
Ooh, swaggy.
Thankfully, this is right for my commentary.
Oh, no.
So,
That jump
a
is
similar jump
really
to the one that
inconsistent.
Dane is doing right now was one of the very first skips found by Blood Thunder back in 2016 on the launch day. This was when he realized that the recoil from the Gauss cannon could propel you in the opposite direction of it. And he did a jump from one platform to this platform right here, skipping half the level. Was one of the first skips ever found on the launch day.
6 hours after the game came out.
Yeah.
ET's a madman, though. He just like...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Blood Thunder was just like, that platform looks awfully close. And they tried it. It's like, okay, yeah.
There's some propulsion on this weapon. I wonder if we could use that for something.
Yeah. That's the cool thing about, like, runners like BT and Dist and stuff like that. Not to mention they both just, like, super cool dudes. But secondly...
They have this, like, innate speedrunning skill.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like Seeker. Like, you know, he finished his training in the deep speedrunning dungeons of the North and came back to his own personal study to just unlock the secrets of this game. It's just so wild how these guys just find the things. And, you know, people like that who are on day one finding all this wacky nonsense. It's insane. It's absolutely insane to me. And you know, you want to be one... Oh, everything all right?
Got it.
Nice.
Yeah. I have exactly one contribution to any of the strategies in any of the categories. And that would be Titan's Realm. Titan's Realm, the double paperclip. And Seeker has, like, literally an uncountable amount. Like, you ask Seeker for something, he goes and looks for 5 minutes, and he comes back with a result.
Oh, well,
that
yeah.
literally has
Sorry about
happened.
Skip, yeah.
That has happened multiple times. We're just like, hey, can you think of this or this for this category? And he's like, hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to Office Skip in the next level. That was... Oh, I was so mad at him when he found that.
Hey, it's a cool trick, though.
For that.
It's a cool trick, though. It's great. And, you know, it's funny, like, not even, a week or something before that, Dane was like, you're good at paper clips. How do? And I was like, I don't know. And then Seeker just finds it.
How do thing? Yeah, Seeker really lives up to his namesake.
So I'm gonna let my haste expire here, brothers. Otherwise, it's gonna blow up and kill a bunch of these guys, and I want them alive so I can use them. Oh wow.
Nice.
Wow. Nice.
That was kind of convenient.
Synchronized dying.
Yeah.
Consistent? Question mark?
I know we've been kind of off topic for a while, so basically, for kind of like an update, commentary style as to what's going on, Dane is now trying to finish up the Super Shotgun Mastery, and the way that you get points. Oh Lord.
What?
What was that?
I don't know. But the way that you get mastery for the Super Shotgun is you have to kill more than one thing with it at the same time. And now he's kind of swapping between Remote Devastator and Super Shotgun, trying to kind of juggle those masteries.
Remote Dead's done.
These razors
one, yeah.
are getting the message. That one razor was just like, wasn't getting it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Remote Dead is done, isn't it?
Yep.
My bad. You just choose
Second.
Remote Dead because it's broken.
Remote Dead is the second best mod in the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Free crowd control for like the cost of a rocket. It's amazing.
And also, it's a direct damage boost as well.
That too. Mega DPS buff.
Yeah.
Really?
Because not only does it like stagger a vast majority of enemies, the radius when you upgrade it is just so wild. It's like, oh my gosh.
It's broken.
It's really broken.
Yeah, and so a lot of the first choice, a lot of casual players' first choice of a mod for the rocket launcher is the lock-on burst, because it makes sense. It fires 3 rockets at once. You would think, 3 times the damage. However, it's not really the case. Each rocket does a little bit less damage. So I think in total, the 3 rockets is like 1.5x damage or something like that. Is that how the math works out or something like that?
Something like that. Every rocket's 2/3.
Or maybe it's like 2x
rocket,
or something.
So 2/3 times 3, whatever that is. I can't do math right now. I'm in the middle of a speed run.
Anyway.
And I'm about to
No, that's
count
like
all night,
1.5.
so...
Yeah, that's like 1.5.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't do as much damage as, like, each rocket does less damage. And so therefore you're actually better off to just upgrade remote det, and then the game doesn't tell you this, but when you upgrade remote det, the actual rocket itself, if you hit an enemy with it, it will do way more damage than just like a base rocket. So it has nothing to do with the mod itself, but like it's a side effect of it, and it's actually like the most useful part.
Yeah, and
hilarious.
One thing you'll notice here as well, he's not killing that summoner for a very specific reason. It's because this is the only summoner that you can farm Hell Knights off of. Am I correct?
It's the only summoner that has the exact properties that we need with regard to summoning. There's another infinite spawn summoner later in the game, but it's totally useless for us in this category.
Got it. Yeah, because basically right now we're just farming like CR and mastery points and stuff. And Hell Knights, naturally, they actually grant more CR than some other enemies. And actually, that's a good point to bring up. Different enemies will give you different amounts of combat rating.
Ma'am, please move.
Oh, Lord.
I swear to God, sometimes she'll pull American Gothic on me and just get right next to the Hell Knight that I'm trying to kill without killing her.
Yeah.
She does this all the time.
It's kind of like the worst escort quest ever.
I never thought to call it an escort quest, but you make a point.
Yeah, or like when you have to defend your partner or whatever, like in Resident
One more
Evil.
spawn in, there we go. And doing all that farming of that one summoner skips like 3 major fights.
Oh yeah.
And I timed it out, and it's like 20 seconds of time save overall. So like, I mean, it takes time to actually do the farming, but you're saving 20 seconds over doing everything else in bounds. The way the developers intended to.
What's this word? Intended? I don't know of it.
Part of me thinks
Is that like Nintendo?
It's a misspelling of Nintendo, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, part of me thinks that it did do it on purpose. Like they saw it and they were like, good enough. But no, yeah, you can actually see when he pops out of here, he got basically all the combat rating you need to finish out the level. Or really just
one more fight we have to do, and that's where the missing combat rating is, but we skipped a lot of fights by farming out that one arena like that.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
All right. Everybody, you're going to have to trust me on this one. You're just going to have to trust me here.
I don't trust you.
Oh, wait, there's
Okay,
a hole.
I trust you.
You do that on an Ultra Nightmare run, and chat just collectively clenches. I always miss that particular boost right there.
You're actually the person who taught me that launch pads will actually gain momentum. Like you'll gain momentum if you don't do a movement input.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty wacky.
It's a nice little tidbit if you know what to look for. All right,
Nice
so the
little
Spinky did
bit,
exactly what I wanted him to. Good boy. That one, sir.
Good
Okay,
dope.
he's gonna have a migraine.
There he goes. There he goes. Down, pupper.
There you are. I have no idea if ammo boost is done yet.
I think
It's still for me, thank you.
close.
The ammo boost it should be almost done if it's not already. It doesn't need to be done at any particular spot yet. It just needs to be done after the second fight in the next level. As long as it's done there, then it's all good. All right, now for the scary boost.
Yes. Big scary. Oh no. You're real high.
No, that should be good.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
There we go. Let's go.
Very nicely done.
Hooray.
Drop down here, do one jump
Walking
in to
on
land
pixels.
here. And then we do a nice big Gauss boost to get in here. Now there's supposed to be a fight that spawns here, but if you reach through the glass and touch the panel, you skip it.
Man, that was a fast one.
That was a fast one. I don't normally get it that
quick
fast.
one. Yeah, no, that was real good.
And now we go to Advanced Research Complex. In Doom Eternal, this is called the Advanced Research Complex. Because for whatever reason they call it the ARC Complex.
True. Actually, I just realized I said that earlier.
Dude, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
By the way, this is fun. You can shoot your hologram in the head.
And it's useful.
And it's useful, which is the
Actually is.
weirdest thing about it. You actually get a tick on for any kind of headshot mastery, so you can upgrade your pistol or the heavy cannon, the heavy assault rifle here. And he does this dramatic dying motion when he does that. That, by the way, does not work. Not on this tram while the tram is moving. You can't do that just anywhere. It only works in the tram while the tram's moving laterally. For some reason that we don't know why, because Doom.
Yeah, because Doom.
We have an emote that we put on Frankerfacy because this game likes to just do random things sometimes, and you're like, what the heck even was that? And the answer to that is "cuz Doom," which is short for "because Doom." Because Doom is just does what it wants to do sometimes.
Okay.
Jump on the sink, my guy.
But I wanted to do the cool one where I jump on directly in there.
I know.
didn't
Everyone knows
work.
you're not cool though, so just stay in your lane.
Seven
Wow.
more ticks to ammo boost. Yeah, 7 more ticks to ammo boost.
Kidding. Yeah, ammo boost is almost done.
6.
5, 4, time. No, you don't do time yet. We're not done with time. Trick Richard into hitting the timer.
Oh no. Hey, new world record.
Yeah, see, I always
I've
mess up
seen
these
this run. I know
bottle
where it
boosts.
ends.
Yeah, the timing on this is like kind of weird, and I can't exactly explain how I do it. It's really entirely by feel. Like there's really no way to. I can't explain what I'm doing. I'm just kind of hitting them. Like I hit them, I run around them, and I aim in a certain spot, and I can get the glory kill. Like I can't. I've never been able to find a way to explain what I'm doing there accurately.
That sounds like 2018 glory kill clipping setups. You just you just feel it out.
Yeah, literally. That's what people were telling me when I first started playing this game. Like, oh, you stand in this corner and you kind of just feel it, And I'm like, okay, well, I'll work on this.
You practice clipping
All right,
through
guys,
the res
run
up
away.
store for
Run
5
away.
hours, and
Run
sometimes
away.
it'll work.
Run away! Yes, scaredy cat. Yeah, those zombies, for whatever reason, you just saw them disappear there. We actually learned about this during a marathon, like during a live run. Those zombies have a particular AI property that just behaves very strangely with.
And ammo boost is done.
It's done.
Hooray! On to the next
We need
one.
We need to just make sure that we are doing marathons like all the time because we always find stuff during marathons.
True. Yeah. Also, 420 cluster strike.
Okay, so I kind of didn't do the route that I normally did here. And the summoner spawned in early. This shouldn't be a huge problem. Like, I'm not too worried about it, but it does open up a potential spot where I might have to farm a little bit later. All right, if you get easily dizzy, close your eyes.
Flashing light warning. And this is where the point and click meme comes from. You're welcome.
It's gonna be worse than Vega.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, literally the Seek and Destroy and Savagery together, just, you literally can click from halfway across the room and just do whatever you want with these guys.
And also keeping in mind that for the duration of the actual like kill animation, your berserk cooldown or whatever the timer does not go down.
All right, so this is Office Skip. I looked for this skip for 3 years. For 3 years. And then one day Seeker had the game open and I said, "Hey Seeker, want to find Office Skip for me?" And about 10 minutes later, he posted a streamable clip into the Discord server, and I still have not forgiven him for it. Because it took him 10 minutes to find something. I got it immediately. Oh my god.
Nice. Oh my god. The legend. Oh gosh. And here we go.
Skips a very long cutscene where you have to meet Samuel Hayden for the first time, and you see that he is a big giant robot. And it's a long cutscene, and I was like, you know, if we found a skip for it, it would be completely legal under the classic rule set. And Seeker found it, and yeah.
Did you even get that first try in your PB?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a first try in my PB. I practiced the
Okay,
skip
but
a lot
still,
to make
matching
sure.
PB, like, that's pretty good.
Okay, and this guy, the map.
This part's a little tricky, so whoops.
Oh, I remember this. Oh, man.
Yes, I hate it.
I spent so long practicing this.
All right.
Okay.
So, William. Okay. So that's
no.
William. Brett's the farther away one. Brett is sometimes. William, move it. Come on, William. William's going to help us get inbounds. This is the only glory kill clip we will do in the entire run, and it's the most ironic one because we use it to get back inbounds instead of out of bounds. There we go.
Bye, William.
Yes,
Thank you
William,
for your
William
service.
served
We
us well.
appreciate you.
Thank you for the completed savagery, sir.
And we had to
Appreciate
do all
you.
of that just for that one codex. Literally just for that one codex. That was that whole ordeal. Okay, we're at
Yeah.
37. That is just fine. I don't need to do any more farming on this for the time being. I am a little bit behind on explosive shot, but that's not an issue because there's a billion imps in this arena.
Yes. Fun fact, William skip is also used in the new updated Red Guard route.
Oh, nice. I should learn that. I haven't learned that category.
It's good. I rerouted the non-legacy version like somewhat recently.
That'd be what's called the classic one.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's classic.
For reference as to what that. Oh, jeez.
I don't know how you survived that.
For reference, legacy is essentially our quote-unquote glitchless category. It basically just
No major
bans some of
glitches.
the. Yeah.
Call it no major glitches. There's still a bunch of out of bounds in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of out of bounds, but it bans a lot of like the major tech, like the rail boosts and the glory kill clips and things like that, while still being a fun and unique run.
The way that we went about it is basically banning all the tech that has been found since like from after like the first year or so. So that's why it's legacy.
It
We
works.
tried to do like there has been attempts in the past to do like a true no major glitches or glitchless type thing, but it is so unbelievably difficult to have like an actually competitive rule set for that. It's ridiculous.
Yes, it really
'Cause,
is.
Like it may not seem like it, but when you start talking about okay, well, what isn't allowed, then you find like 1,000 different loopholes, and you're like, okay, well, that's clearly not in the spirit of the run that we're trying to create here. And you, like, in order to patch up all those like loopholes and stuff, it's just like the most ridiculous things. Like, oh, never use the Gauss gun because you can't use the recoil of the gun in any way. Like, what do you?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Yeah.
It's in order to actually provide like a true competitive experience. Legacy was kind of the best thing that we could do.
Really, and I really like it because it's a quantitative, very black and white, here you go kind of deal.
Yeah,
'Cause you
and
can
also
get-
like someone if they're watching, if their first experience with Doom speedrunning is the Legacy run, you may be like, wow, This is so broken. No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's
Much less broken, but still equally difficult.
Oh, yeah. Legacy, it just uses arguably harder stuff when it does
Sometimes.
use a trick. Yeah, when it does use a trick.
Is that damage boost in the first UAC arena? Is that the barrel damage boost? That's routed in. Right?
That is in the current world
I think
record.
Dizzy did that. Yeah.
No,
That skip is so.
I don't think Dizzy did. I don't think Dizzy
No?
did, but,
Okay.
but Divine did.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how Divine got a time down to an hour and 11 seconds, and then refused to trim off the last 12. Let's make it the BFG first, just get that out of the way. Now we're going to do a bunch of out of bounds here. Big shouts to Dare for figuring this route out. He basically just took the all secrets route and then hamstrung it into 100%. And now we do this boost 6 times, I think.
Yeah, if you missed the discussion about hubs earlier, or if you weren't clear on it, a hub is basically like a central checkpoint that we can really quickly reach, like a rail boost spot or something at. Like the hub is close to the rail boost spot, and then we can use that rail boost spot to get to various secrets and collectibles and whatever else we need. And those hub spots are sprinkled throughout every single level, and it's just a term that we use for routing purposes.
Not every single level, but most of the levels do have a hub in them somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And that out of bounds movement that he did right there was
Treacherous.
not easy. Jumping down, jumping down to the side of that room and landing on that invisible edge is not easy at all. I've lost so many all secrets runs to that.
And in the hallway here, if you go too low there, you die, so you gotta be very, very careful.
Cool deal.
Also, a random thing about out of bounds movement. It's the best word is sticky in some places.
Yeah.
Where you can't move and jump. You have to jump and then move while you're in the air.
Very annoying.
Because your movement is just sticky when you're on the out of bounds surface.
Yeah, and the reason why is because a lot of the things in the game. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Because you're not supposed to be there. That's why.
Yeah, well, a lot of the things in the game, they're actually composed of smaller parts, and the devs they only care about what you see. They don't super care about what's just slightly out of bounds. So a lot of the things that they make are no, you're dead. Oh,
There's no way.
Whoa. No way.
No shot, dude.
Oh my
Holy
god.
I'm gonna
crap.
play this very safe. and just run around instead of jumping it.
Wow.
All for
okay.
this stupid little codex right here.
Wonderful. But anyway, back to what I was saying. On the tops of these out of bounds areas, there are a lot of small things that you could almost think of as like a wall. So you have to jump through them, basically, to move. But even though something might look quite easy on the surface, we're constantly having to do little adjustments, and we basically have to be able to navigate this game without looking half the time.
Like right here, if you jump down there and you don't realize there's a room under there, you think, oh my god, I'm dead. And it's no, you just gotta trust that the room will spawn in eventually.
Oh yeah.
So what we do here, this is the only place in the run where it actually saves time to do this way, is instead of actually getting the rune trial in the game, what we do is we exit the menu and do the challenge from the menu, because you can do all the rune trial challenges from the menu and they still count in the game. And by doing it this way, we skip a checkpoint that would overwrite the hub that we're trying to utilize to do all these rail boosts. So it's actually only because of this can we do that. Can we skip one of the cutscenes after you get the BFG? It's a nice little tidbit. What we do is just escape, enter, and we're back into the game. Real nice and easy. And we get the rune the rune without getting that next checkpoint, and that would kind of mess us up for the big boost that we're about to do right here. All right, so I'm going to switch my runes out because I keep forgetting to do this. forgot so many times in practice. We're gonna boost ourselves into the last fight. Getting really high boost today.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
Nice.
After 1,100 hours, I still struggle to be able to tell.
You have to wait for the cooldown on this siege mode, so I have to wait before I kill each one. I'm gonna farm imps a little bit actually because I'm a little low on combat rating.
Yeah, it does look like he's drastically low on combat rating at this point, but there are barons that spawn in this arena, and they give like a wacky amount of CR.
Yeah.
So really, just farming a few extra imps is going to be enough to get him where he needs to be.
Since you mentioned the weapon cooldown, have we explained like quick swapping?
No?
We never explained it.
Okay, so if you're not familiar with like the Doom games, because all of the modern Doom games have this type of thing, and a lot of like modern shooters do as well, actually, is basically when you fire a weapon, there's obviously like a little cooldown afterwards where you can't fire it again unless it's a fully automatic weapon, in which case this tech doesn't apply anyway. So say you have a shotgun, a rocket launcher, and the Gauss cannon, which is what we call the alpha rotation, because they're the best weapons of the game. You fire the rocket and you're supposed to wait like a second to fire it again. But instead what we can do is we can fire a rocket, fire a shotgun shell, and then go to the Gauss cannon. And then we can start that rotation again. So we're constantly putting out damage every second without waiting for those weapon cooldowns because we're firing different weapons. And so what Dangerous has done is he's bound specific weapons to specific keys, so we can swap to any weapon at any time without using the weapon wheel, or like a lot of people use the scroll wheel to scroll through weapons when they're casually playing. Binding each weapon to its specific key allows you to pull out any weapon at any time, and you can pull out, any number of rotations. But if we're just going for pure damage, we're going to be doing the alpha rotation, which is the rocket launcher, super shotgun, Gauss cannon, cycling through those three.
Ooh,
I'm confused because I thought everyone jumped with scroll wheel.
No.
Nope. Just in this game, just Doom.
Oh, hello.
I'm a scroll wheel jumper in every game that allows me to be, because of Doom. I only ever started doing it in Doom, and now it's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna do that in every game that allows me to now.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Oh, guys, I didn't finish combat rating. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Combat rating's not done. Oh no.
Apocalypse.
Oh look, Barons of Hell.
Boom.
You're done.
See ya. That's a lot of damage.
That just...
That's a lot of damage.
I love how slowly the guy just fell over.
Yeah.
Just gracefully. It's like he's like
demonstrate the
taking his
power,
last bow, just bows his face into the floor. And we are now in the final 5. This is the last level that has runes, and also the level that has the first boss fight. There's some weird balancing problems with this game's pacing.
Yeah.
Right, so we kept the pistol not unlocked until this level, so that we could use it to make all those lineups in the last level for when we do all those skips. But now we're not really going to use that. We're not really going to do that again exactly. There will be a couple spots where we'll use it, but it's not as much. So this is kind of the level that makes the most sense to upgrade the pistol, or to unlock it rather. Alright, so this is a very precise timing here. And that is 3 things done at once. Or at least the upgrading has been worked on for 3 things at once.
The cool part about that too is the reason why he chases that BFG so hard is because the enemies further along need to like spawn. Which is pretty cool. Oh, right up in your face there, bud.
that one and took the nade for his buddy.
Yeah. What he's doing right now, the reason why he's setting up these glory kills specifically is because one of the mission challenges is to get 5 different glory kills. It can be on the same enemy type, but all of the glory kills have to be different. It can also be on different. Whoa. All right.
He died. I didn't want him to die yet.
Yeah.
And now I'm mad at him.
Well, dang.
There you are. Actually, this is the easy way.
Ah, nice. Which, if you didn't know, the
this
chainsaw
one, yeah.
counts as a melee strike.
Oh,
Do you ever do the
eat that, sir.
chainsaw?
Thank you. What was
Nice.
that?
Do you ever do the chainsaw glitch in 100%?
Given how
In
long the
Necropolis,
category
right?
is, given how long the category is, there's just never really been much of a need for it because it saves a very, very small amount of time per time that you do it, and it requires some very specific inputs. So, we just sort of never really bothered with it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if there was like a time where it was applicable. For those who are not in the know, if you have the chainsaw equipped and you hold the weapon wheel and then press the chainsaw button again and let go of the weapon wheel at the same time, it pulls up like a weird version of whatever weapon you were holding before. And if you melee attack, it instantly uses the chainsaw without the animation.
It's really funny looking.
It is really funny looking. So basically it's you use it anytime that you need to chainsaw more than once, because it doesn't effectively save time if you only chainsaw once with it, but it does save a good little second or two doing it with the chainsaw glitch for more than one, and even more time exponentially as it goes on.
Yeah, I only ever learned how to do the chainsaw glitch just kind of for fun. I never really
It is very fun.
worried about implementing it because the inputs are so weirdly precise to do it.
It is.
I think it'll get routed in eventually, but it's
That's
just not
only-
necessary.
Yeah, that's only if we're like on the absolute bleeding edge. Like,
It's like, all right, guys, we found a new strat in a year. Let's do it. time for the Ferb strat.
yeah. Jeez. God, I haven't thought about Ferb in forever. I wonder how he's doing.
Probably liking otter pics on Twitter.
No lie.
Yeah, Ferb kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
I hope he's well wherever he is. Whoa! Sir, please don't do that.
Okay. Oh dear.
This rune kind of sucks, or the trial kind of sucks. The rune itself is so overpowered they didn't put it into Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Like,
RTR, right?
This is infinite ammo. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
such a good rune.
This rune gives you infinite ammo as long as your armor stays above 100. And on easy mode, pretty easy to do that. So you're going to see Blood Fuel is almost done. I got 2 kills left. Gonna need you, sir. Here we go. And that's not what I wanted. There we go.
Typically, the gold of Doom is getting Rich Get Richer and ammo boost at the same time, so that way you can get like random BFG drops from normal enemies and stuff, and then the game just gets exponentially easier.
Yep. It's kind of busted when you have vacuum ammo boost and Rich Get Richer all equipped at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Sort of like Demons Who?
It doesn't make ammo completely irrelevant. It just makes it so much easier to manage your ammo. Because, with some of the strategies that people use in the combat heavy runs, like the Super Siege mode and everything, Super Siege mode uses as much gauze ammo as a normal Super Siege shot. So you literally, how many shots do you get out of it? Like, with reasonable upgrade, like something like 2.
Sorry, hold on 1 second. I'm kind of focusing at the moment.
No, it's cool. I think it's like 3 to 4 shots. So you're constantly having to get more energy ammo. Or a plasma rounds.
There. Oh, that's the wrong mod. I didn't switch that back after
I've done that.
after the first part of the sequence. All right. I'm a gun on ammo. Okay, so I'm gonna not go fast here, just to point out one particular enemy. Just watch this zombie right here. He's gonna lift and lift and lift and lift, and then he's gonna die. We have no idea why that zombie does that. It's just, he's just weird.
God, that is hilarious. I have never seen that before.
I assume he's just placed in such a way that he's like clipped into the thing.
Yeah, I
So
think he's
he's
just
just
placed
like-
in the arena wrong or something. Oops.
Yeah,
It's kind of like the Cacodemon in Exultia on
Yeah.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
It's placed in like a bad spot.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that they program that into their games. Like enemies can't be out of bounds because a lot of the times enemies are based directly on progression. So if they end up suffocating, well, that's what they're doing. They're suffocating in
Yeah.
out of bounds.
Demonic presence.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of that. Although Cacodemons like sometimes can follow you into out of bounds spaces in
They-
both games.
That is true. They can
is
follow you
weird.
out of bounds.
It's yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just maybe if they get stuck in something, but if they're just out in the void, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fine. but
I
if they,
I don't know.
If they intersect,
I really don't know.
well, if they
Alright,
intersect with
everybody.
a wall or something.
Let's play Candy Crush.
Oh, hey, my favorite.
This is what you buy Doom for.
You buy Doom for Candy Crush.
Tomb.
It's the best way to play Doom.
We can overcome this.
Ooh,
Oh,
Big combo right there. Let's go.
good combo break.
Wait, is this intended for? Is this required for 100%?
This is actually
I've never
required.
seen
Well,
this.
well, you just have to run up and
Partially.
touch the computer, and in PB attempts, that's obviously all we do. But for GDQ, we're gonna play some Candy Crush. All right, that's enough of that.
That's
But yeah, one of the
incredible.
challenges is to play the game. So
Yeah, you just have to like open up the computer and then
you just have to
immediately
open
close
it and close it.
Yeah. I love that. That just tickled you pink, Emerald. That made my day. He's just like Candy Crush.
I mean, I've never seen that. I'm learning so much through this run.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to know, man. There's a lot to know.
So this is, I think, one of the only like really long cutscenes we have left in the run, like that hasn't been routed out. And there's no way to route this one out. Well, I mean, you could skip this fight pretty easily, but in 100% combat rating requires that you fill up those 5 circles in the corners. So we can't really skip this without not filling up those five circles. So we've not been able to find a way to route this part out. So unfortunately, we're forced to watch this cutscene. But this is the nice little like stretch, take a sip of your water kind of thing. And this is where we're going to see influence spawns really take hold. And Meta, you'll be able to explain it really well with this fight because of where the imps spawn.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, so
literally the
basically
coolest.
we're just gonna stand right in front of this pillar. So you can see there's the 2 sections on either side of the pillar there. And we're gonna be keeping, since we're like standing in this spot and looking at this spot, all of the spawns are gonna be like focused on these 2 sections.
Pie slices.
Sometimes pie slices. Yes, this is pie room. And yeah, so that is what influence spawns mean. So as you can see, Dane is just going to absolutely melt them because they're just going to spawn right in front of your face. Sometimes, like I know I've had, yeah, if you can get them a little, if they manage to get a little out of control, you'll end up looking a little too far to the left or too far to the right during a spawn haul. I don't know what to call it.
They're also spawning kind of weirdly. Like they're spawning in like not okay. Now they're spawning normally. They're supposed to spawn in bigger clusters than what they were, but they were spawning in like 2s, which is not how they normally are supposed to. Okay, so cluster strike's done.
But yeah, I've often had it where one will run off to the left. I look at him to kill him, and then all of a sudden I have a
Yep.
clump spawning there.
Yep.
And then you lose it, and you try to go back to the original, like the spawn setup that we want. And you can kind of lose track of it very quickly. So Dane didn't do that, which is very good.
I almost did. Well, I did a little bit, but luckily the one ran on my FOV, so I could get him a little bit more easily.
Also, the benches in this room are guaranteed to give you a rail boost if you are at anything above 60 FPS. You jump on them, you will get a rail boost. It does not matter what angle, does not matter anything. You will get a rail boost. Okay, well that doesn't count.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
They were a little shy that time. It's okay. It happens to benches sometimes.
Yeah,
Right,
so get it first try, you save 2 seconds.
We're gonna pull. Yeah. Now we're gonna pull the lever to get the classic level, and we're gonna pop 2 secrets back to back. I love this part because pop. There's something just weirdly satisfying about getting both of those together. Now, normally you're supposed to wait for this platform to cycle, but if you time these Gauss jumps properly, you can actually get up here a little bit early and not have to wait, which is a nice little time save.
Clean.
Thank you. Hi, you're very close. Stop that.
Oh.
I'm gonna get my last few ticks on the pistol here.
No, he's not usually in front of the door.
He's usually there, but he's not usually like right there. but he can show up there. I've had him show up right in that spot a few times. Stand there for me, sir. Thank you.
Dane, someone said, I'm going to read this out because it's incredible. Someone said, it happens to the bench of us. That is incredible. Thank you for writing that. That just made my night.
Very nice. All right, I'm 2 ticks shy on this, so I'm going to farm these out right here because this is a good spot to do it.
One more double trouble.
Stay there for me, sir. Thank you. What? Oh. Guys, there we go.
Nice.
Hey.
So weird.
So now, okay, so Siege Mode is fully upgraded. Remote Dead is fully upgraded, and you just finished Double Trouble. So your alpha rotation now is fully upgraded, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are at maximum DPS now. And you're gonna see it.
Yeah, and the cool thing too is like towards this part of the run, that's when we start closing the loop on a lot of weapon masteries and stuff. So you'll see like, oh, this is done. Oh.
So this rune trial in particular, they give you 1 health, and the enemies can like one-shot you, and so you have to be very quick about killing them. And the weird thing is, the big guys are actually not the threat here. It's the small guys because they have projectiles. The big guys do not have projectiles, and so the small ones can just wreck you.
Not to mention, imps have an attack called the fastball, which, if I remember correctly, it's programmed into the game. If the game thinks you're like cheating or something, it will throw a fastball, which is like a hit scan attack. Normally they're projectile attacks, so you have time to dodge them. But it'll throw a hit scan attack at you if it thinks you're like cheating or something.
Or if you just try to run past them.
It false flags like often enough to be a problem. And so we are all very well aware of it.
Oh no, I opened the console. I cheated. All right, so
Speaking of cheating, I mean, it's pretty easy for us to be considered cheating. Let's be fair.
I mean, I already opened the trainer just to get out of the soft lock and rest stops.
True. It knows.
Oh boy. Okay, this is not
supposed to be stun bomb.
Yeah, it was, but that's fine. I mean, it's just to make this cycle go a little faster. So I had to wait an extra cycle for all this. Not a big deal. All right. So I'm jumping and shooting with the quad damage on, and so these demons are dying really quickly, and so in-flight mobility is getting done just that fast. Like literally, that's all the time it takes to get that done. That's why we do this here, because it's hilariously broken to get that upgrade done here.
Yes. If you remember the discussion from earlier, the remote dead makes that super free, because you literally just shoot a rocket somewhere and a bunch of stuff explodes.
All right, you can jump through that gate, by the way.
Oh, if I wasn't clear earlier about what a hit scan attack is, basically, like, games have these two methods of determining if a bullet will hit you. One is a projectile, which means like the thing actually flies through the air physically and connects with you. Whereas hit scan, it basically just shoots out a little laser beam and it will do some math to see if it connects with you. And if it is supposed to connect, it will do damage to you instantly.
Oh, chat. Which weapon should we use? Do you want to use the shotgun, the super shotgun, the heavy assault rifle, the chain gun, the plasma rifle, the Gauss cannon, the rocket launcher, or the pistol? And the cyber demon's dead.
I think none of the above.
None of the above.
I'm a pistol guy. I'm a pistol guy.
Oh, okay. I could use the pistol for the next phase if you want to do that.
Please do. Yes.
I will use the pistol for this phase, right?
Just gotta find it.
Well, yeah, we gotta find it. It's in here somewhere.
Tether's not connected.
Oh no.
The tether's not connected.
The meme. Oh no, the meme.
We were trying to be funny. We screwed it up. All right, let's try again.
Okay, so to explain what is happening here, the BFG shoots a projectile up in the air. That's the little ball you can see. The green line there, that is called the tether. The tether must be connected in order to do damage. The ball just will explode when it makes contact with
Where's the
something.
pistol? Oh, there's the pistol. There we go. Okay, and I killed him. Cyber Demon's dead. Cool.
Nice. The tether does damage per frame, and we can stop it in place using the weapon wheel, or basically like slow it down to such a point where it doesn't even matter. It's basically stopped in place.
Yeah.
And yeah, it still does damage per frame. So at a high frame rate, honestly, even at 30 FPS or 60 FPS, you can still use that glitch and just melt it.
It'll work kinda, but not really. It's very weird. It's very weird.
It'll take longer.
Yeah, it'll take longer, and it'll be kind of weird making it work.
Well, actually, I've done a lot of testing with the BFG tether, and you pretty much have to be over 60 frames per second for time to actually stop. You can still do a bunch of damage with it, sure, but most of the time, most of the time you can't like get a full kill on a boss. You can just get most of its health down.
All right, so Trickshot trolled me the other day, so I want to make sure that this works. There we go.
Nice.
You have to kill one lost soul with another lost soul, and they give you a bunch of doubles here, but for whatever reason, BFG round, that wasn't working for me the other day. Okay.
Yeah.
So someone is asking how much time does the bite and switch, like rune selection, how much time does that save? I think it just gives more flexibility. Like, it might save some time.
It does save a little bit of time, but it admittedly is not a lot. But it does save some time.
Yeah.
And it lets you be a lot more flexible with your route because you can start upgrading those 2 extra runes earlier on.
That's the big thing, is getting those done early is like extremely, extremely powerful.
The route flexibility that comes with it is super nice.
Yeah, whenever...
And it doesn't lose time, so...
Yeah, whenever it initially kind of came out, they did some rerouting to like masteries that you level at specific times because of the ability to master multiple runes and like certain weapons being more effective than others at gaining like rune progress. So
that's a nice little B-hop.
Need you for ammo, sir. Thank you. Sir, please die. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Good stuff.
Whoop. I thought I got him.
Also, I don't know if you guys have played Intended as of any time recently, but cybermanks are no joke. Like, you don't really think about cybermanks a whole lot, like, oh, it's just a make. But they will tear you up. You get
They actually have more health than any other non-boss enemy in the game, including Barons of Hell.
Yeah.
I'm out of armor. Oh wait, we'll pick up armor here. We're gonna have 2 power-ups equipped right here, which is funnily broken. Makes this fight really fast. so go 1, 2, 3, 4. There's an imp alive somewhere. There you are.
It's always an imp.
That was an imp. Pat, question for everybody. Who's having a birthday? Oh, there's an imp. Hold on.
Statistically, someone is having a birthday.
Someone's having a birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Somebody.
All right. 99% of people do not know that that is there.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat a bunch of rockets because they're delicious. I hate having 91 there because that's like right on the cusp of the death number. Math, please. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna get saving throw upgraded right here. So I need to have died, so we take an intentional death while saving throw is on, and then 10 enemies need to die during that time. And so all you have to do is just fire a BFG, chew on a rocket, and then you will trigger that state. And then as long as 10 enemies die during that, you get the upgrade, and it's a real nice and easy upgrade. And on Ultra Nightmare, if you screw that up, oh well.
You are dead.
Yeah. That's what we call a Monka Giga moment.
I think it is recoverable.
Oops.
But
I goofed a little bit here.
yeah, you're not really supposed to as far as I'm aware, the developers never really intended you to do 100% Ultra Nightmare.
Right.
It's like without some of the strategies that have come up or that people have discovered over the years, it wouldn't really be possible, I don't think.
But Bite is a beast and figured it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I correct in saying that, like, without some of the speedrun strategies that we have found, like, it wouldn't even be possible on Ultra Nightmare?
No, I think it would be.
Or just in a single playthrough, really? Well, I mean, checkpoints. Yeah, I don't know.
It would be exceptionally difficult.
I mean, I don't think they intended you to do it in Doom Eternal, and yet speedrunners figured it out. Because speedrunners will always find a way. The resilience of speedrunning.
I'm just waiting for the next IdTech game where they make you do, like, 2 glory kill challenges on one enemy, but they only spawn one enemy in the level. There's gonna be some stupid shit like that.
Oh, yeah, no,
Sure.
that would definitely be it.
That'd be an id moment.
Yeah,
So we're getting charge burst done here, so we have a very specific setup for getting that done, and then I'm also working on ultimate cooling here as well. All right, so intimacy's done. I can swap that in.
Yeah, you'll notice
This
here.
one is in a weird spot.
Yeah, you'll notice here there's a lot of swapping and switching because at this point there are certain rooms for certain things, certain weapons for certain things, as we've kind of explained. But the swapping, because there's so many things that are almost done, becomes a lot more intense in these sections. To where, like, into Nur, you're just trying to, like, tidy up the last few points.
Fun fact: we're pulling this lever here, and we got to do some backtracking to get the classic level here, because there's a classic level in every level. Divine actually figured out a setup to get this from out of bounds at the very beginning of the run, and it is faster if you get it extremely optimally. The problem is, like you heard Meta talk about earlier, sticky floors. Titan's Realm in particular has extraordinarily, unrealistically sticky floors out of bounds, and so it's really hard to get around and actually get that optimal movement. I'm not even really sure how he pulled it off, but he figured it out, and I refuse to do it because I am chicken.
Well, it's one of those things where the hell levels, especially, there are fewer like rail boosts and stuff like that. There's more like out of bounds navigation and things, and that in and of itself poses its own challenge because a lot of it is built with these individual textures, like these individual pieces. You notice the rocks and the walls, they're all dimensional. They have dimension, and those 9 times out of 10 extend into the out of bounds area. So you're trying to navigate around a lot of those things, which, you know, as we explained, sticks you around. Yeah, it sucks, and it sticks to you real bad. But on the same note, it's usually pretty easy to get out of bounds in these levels because there are so many holes in the walls and things like that. Like literal holes, not metaphorical ones that we just make up.
Yeah, not to mention, I mean, you could pretty much get out of bounds almost anywhere in the game, so long as there's a demon nearby or a corner or something. Like, there's just, like, glory kill clipping and paper clipping are both so powerful that you could pretty much clip out in any room that you want to.
Yeah.
So long as you're good enough, Seeker. That's why Seeker was able to find Office Skip in like 5-10 minutes. Because he just has this like mastery knowledge of paper clipping.
Oh yeah,
We can actually show off something the Seeker found in Necropolis coming up next. It's totally useless tech. It's not implementable. Both Dara and I looked at it and we were like, yeah, this isn't really going to be viable to include in the route. But it's hilarious that you can do it. So at the beginning of Necropolis, you're supposed to grab these 2 skull keys, and you do that by going and doing these separate fights. And these skull keys open these doors right here. And there's these things you can grab through them, or behind them. You're supposed to open the door to grab them. Well, Seeker, I don't know how he did it, but he found a way to like just ram his face into this and just kind of like bounce up against the door, and he was able to turn the thing behind the door without actually opening it. I still don't know how he did it, but he did. Totally unusable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's totally unusable.
That was my next question.
Yep. It would be cool if you could actually use it, but unfortunately we still have to do these fights anyways, so... I actually skipped over the secret trigger. Very weird.
Wow. That would have been real bad.
All right, no barrel memes. No barrel memes. Barrel? Oh.
Oh.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I thought I had stun bomb on. Hold on. No, guys, come back here. Look at this shiny barrel. Don't you want to talk to the shiny barrel? Don't you want to talk to the barrel? Come on, guys. The barrel wants to talk to you. There we go. I got him.
Nice.
Okay, I'm a little behind, but I can make this up. I'm kind of rerouting a little bit on the fly here.
Nice.
Okay, I actually have this done already, so... Okay, slight barrel memes. Partially my fault, but that's okay.
No, it is always the game's fault.
It's always Doom's fault.
It is always.
We got the barrel to cooperate. We need to actually use that barrel in that spot. All right, that is the last cell. Sir, stop that. By the way, if you try to get the headshot ticks on those guys, they don't count, which doesn't make sense because all they are is head, and yet they don't count as a headshot. It does not make sense.
Man, you're talking about a game where you can literally fly like a bird, bro. And you're talking about logical inconsistencies.
Look, man, I'm just okay.
Okay.
All right, wait for it, stun.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna pin this guy here with stun bomb, and then take that out. That is every challenge done. We're now gonna upgrade. Whoops, that's the wrong weapon. Stun bomb. I'm holding the button down. Guys? Oh, there we go. So now I just gotta kill enemies while they're actively stunned, and we'll get this mastery done pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. This is usually a pretty good place to do it.
Please, there we go.
Nice.
And that's that fight down. And because we got everything over that way done already, we are finished with that whole area. And this route might look very complicated, but I promise you it's dead simple.
Dead. Get it? Undead?
Well, it's a callback to an OG Doom level.
Oh. I'm unfortunately not as acquainted as I ought to
You
be.
need to get edumacated, Dylon.
He's a modern Doom gamer.
I'm a modern Doom gamer, yes. It's so funny too, because I've actually been really into playing older games lately.
RuneScape.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. I talk about like not having patience for Doom sometimes when literally like I've done 10,000 runs to the same boss in games so many times. Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, Doom and RuneScape are really the same thing. You just point and click.
Oh, of
Until it is
course.
done.
Just click on their heads.
Don't worry, guys. You know, instead of
Hit
UAC,
that.
it's Lumbridge. Easy.
Get that 99 fletching or whatever the heck it is.
All right, so this is another. I wouldn't call this a cutscene, but we do have to sit and wait for these things to kind of finish up. It's like this whole like, oh, we're opening the doors and blah 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 blah. It's just a big debate to make you do another fight right here. Luckily, this level, just like the other hell levels, all extremely consistent spawns. There's a couple of influence spawns in the second to last fight. But this fight luckily has nothing but consistent spawns. So we got a Hell Knight here, please. And then there's a Revenant. He likes to move in kind of unpredictable ways though. And then BFG drop. No, sometimes they'll drop a BFG round. Today they're being rude and they're not. They're like, you killed us. We're not going to give you a BFG round.
I do think it's so wacky watching people play, you know, like combat situations in this game when it does have set spawns, because it just makes you look like so cool.
BFG round.
I died right there in my Ultra Nightmare run.
Oh, you mean off this ledge right here? This ledge?
No,
killed
I
you?
got shot. I got shot by a cacodemon.
Oh, and then you died on this platform? Oh, you poor thing.
Yes.
Oh no.
I screwed that jump up at Time Capsule when I ran this a few months ago. And I'm still embarrassed about that. All right, so we're going to get the last
that
road here.
That a few months ago already?
That was a few months ago. I feel like it just happened.
Wow.
Jeez.
Meta was
Feels
my
like we did that
commentator
like
for
two. Feels like we did that like 2 weeks ago.
Well, that's what happens when you get closer to boomer time.
True. As I get older, all the time just melts away.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
Here I am at the ripe old age of 22.
I don't even know what day of the week it is, man.
Okay. The Revenant hit my collision somehow.
Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if we mentioned like random BFG drops, but when we master the ammo boost room, which we did a couple levels ago, you now have a chance, like I don't know what percent chance it is, but you have a small chance.
It's 1 in 20, but sometimes it's just like 1 in 5.
20. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, random chance to drop a BFG shot, which I mean is super good because you can clear basically an entire room with one BFG shot, which is the big friendly gun. Is being very kind to
The
you
very
right now.
last enemy
Wow.
too. That was rude. He was like, haha, you can't use this. Very nice.
You could maybe go back, but that's slow.
Well, I mean, we got one in here. Right here. I should have shown off the hallway a little bit. Yeah, the hallway was the classic. When the game's gonna tell you you're about to fight a boss.
Oh, random Doom fact. So as you'll see in about 2 seconds, see here we are. This is the Hellguard fight. If you play the VR version of this game, which is called Doom VFR, the Necropolis gates open up to the Fiber Demon boss fight for some reason. Yeah.
I didn't know that, actually.
My timing was off.
Yeah.
There we go.
I have no idea why they decided to do that, but it's supposed to be like basically the same game from the perspective of a different character, and that door just leads to a completely different boss fight.
Meta,
Also, for
die. What's better
Yes.
than one Hellguard?
3.
Zero.
Oh, two.
Meta, do you know how to count? All right, so we're gonna fire the BFG. Now, chat, what weapon should we use? Should we use the pistol again? Tell you what, let's use the pistol again for this guy. Sir, that was rude. Okay, I don't know why the health thing didn't work on the other one, so we're not gonna get the fast animation, but that's fine. I think they sensed my sarcasm and wanted to punish me for it.
It's all good.
So you could actually get the same animation as the last one twice if you kill them back to back fast enough. This one's the slow animation. It's like 4 seconds longer, I think. Not the end of the world, but... And then the crucible should be right here. Yep. And now we go into the final two. What was that?
And for the person asking, total level's 863. You're welcome.
That's a gamer number right there.
I've only been-
863.
I've only been playing for a couple weeks, but
Couple
In his downtime when he's not at his fancy new job. Then we get to Vega. This is the most this is the wackiest level I think in the game, casually and as a speed run. Want to talk about why that is?
Sorry, why this level is what?
Wacky. It's like
Wacky?
It's like a wacky level because there's a bunch of rail boosts that you can do out of bounds, which in any percent lets you skip the whole thing. And in 100%, we can skip an entire. Well, we can sort of skip the cutscenes that phase a fight and phase the whole fight in at the same time. And we're going to do that coming up momentarily.
I will not survive the procedure and be unable to self-terminate.
A lot of people, when they played this, when they played Eternal, said that that Urdak reminded them of Vega. And I kind of see why people might think that. Oh, this guy left. All right. So rather
Why?
than
Because
go
you-
inbounds, we're going to rub our face into this wall, which is, there we go. Being a little difficult right now. Game.
This paperclip, by the way, was like the second or third one to ever be found. And it was routed into any percent for a total of maybe a week.
Something like that. Okay, this is very precise. I'm trying to be very careful here.
I don't know, man. I feel like the only way that this level compares to Urdak is that usually you only see it for like literally 40 seconds.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I hate when that happens. So you're supposed to boost back up onto that platform that we initially landed on. We didn't get that. That's fine. I'm going to... That was an interesting death animation from that dude. So we'll do it again. Just because this is actually faster than dropping down into the fight from inbounds. What? I'm like stuck on something. There we go. And so we do the boost to get back up here, and then from here we do a big boost across. Whoop.
Saveable? Yo!
Saved it. Let's go.
Nice!
Let me get back into this fight. Now, what we did here is we phased in. If I can get this Caco demon to eat my chainsaw, please, sir! Can you pop?
so hungry.
No. Now I have to go get more fuel because that Hell Knight thought it would be nice to take the... Okay. Now, if you get dizzy easily, this is the spot where it's going to really become bad on your eyes.
Oh, no,
So I
cheating.
opened up the console by accident. Good, go for me. Now this cat is body blocking me. Sir, you gotta move. Close your mouth. You have bad breath. Now, if you don't know what's going on here, it's okay. Neither do I. It's literally just pointing and clicking. This is the RuneScape of Doom 2016. Need 4 more kills. And last one. And now the glory kill runes are upgraded, and this is, by the way, canonically how the Slayer defeated the demons.
Did you just rail boost into a berserk?
I don't believe so.
I swear I saw that.
What is this guy? We'll look at the VOD later and see. Okay. You have to remember, Seek and Destroy has a humongous range and can just like warp you into the demons.
True.
Whoa, sir. Back up. Not nice. The guy's not usually there. Dude, I hit you twice with siege mode. Come on.
Absolute tank.
All right. We've regained control. Now this is sometimes not consistent. Been giving me trouble lately. Yeah, see, I don't know what it is with that. That particular setup has not been working for me lately. So what you do is you stun them, you run in, you double shotty the Spectre. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen. And that pops Gore Pinata, which is, I think it's the last challenge we have on this level. It's the last one I have to think about. Yeah, that's all of them. Did I? Oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes these guys don't need to die, sometimes they do. Usually they don't need to die. Usually I can leave them alive and they won't lock down the triggers, but sometimes they just act weird and do that. Alrighty, so the 2 tokens that we pick up in this level are, for whatever reason, the secret's tied to the token, so we actually have to pick up the token here, and that's why we don't dupe all 36 tokens in Foundry. We only dupe 29 because 7 of them have to be picked up at source. This is one of them. Well, 6 of them have to be picked up at source. One of them is just faster to get where we get it.
You are looking at the only absolute zero cooling system ever.
All right, you're gonna hear some overlapping in the dialogue. I love that. So a lot of people, when they played this on casually for the first time, they broke each of these coolant nodes independently of one another. We do them all at once.
We don't play that game.
You make this really fast. Now, there's more demons, but we don't want to fight them, so we're just going to go over the barrier.
You can do that from the very start, by the way. But, combat rating.
Got a little dust right here. Gotta get that off. That jump is actually really scary to do like that.
Yeah, it's like the cool guys don't look at explosions or whatever thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my gosh. That's wild, dude.
Cool guys have hair like that.
Ooh, nice.
True. Cool guys.
Guys who run religions look like Dangerous does.
True.
All right. So the game gave me a lot of BFG ammo here, which is very nice of it. Sir, please die. Here, talk to that guy. Ugh, fight him. He's the one you want, not me. Nice, and that's the whole fight.
Yep. It's really that simple.
Some of these zombies will stick around for whatever reason. Vega's actually one of those levels that's had some weird inconsistencies in terms of how combat rating is measured. Luckily, whoa, okay, I had a feeling he was going to blow up on me. Luckily, with this route that we've actually got a pretty consistent now. Now we are going to do my favorite rail boost in the whole game, and we're lucky we'll get it first try. Yeah, this is like one of Dai's favorites too.
It's so great.
I love this so much.
This is like the best rail boost ever. All right, it's kind of tricky to line up because I've got increased movement speed on the pistol now. But let's hope I get it first try. Oh, darn it. Okay, hold on, everybody. I promise this is cool. It's just sometimes you will hit the electricity and die.
It's just practice.
Yeah.
That was the test one. Yeah.
gotta
Unfortunately,
break
there's
an
not really
omelet.
any good way to make this one consistent.
Yeah, you gotta break an omelet, make a few eggs, boys.
I am.
Oh no!
Almost. Okay, third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm.
Third time. We got this.
Can you go slower with the weapon wheel? Because I mean, that's what Doom Eternal does.
I think you can, but that would mess with my muscle memory too much. And I get like lined up here pretty quickly anyway, so.
I am losing.
Oh no!
Almost. That
got
was.
it.
You're getting closer.
I got this first try at Time Capsule, and now I'm having trouble with it.
I think you're like actually a pixel too far to the left.
Yeah, these setups are very precise.
There it is.
we go. Okay, well, we almost got it all the way up there.
We almost got it. We almost
It was
got
close enough, and then we can do the patented Knight boost into the Vega room. So you're supposed to run down here, but this particular rail is kind of weird and wonky. But if you get the right setup, you can boost right in there.
Nice.
Let's
go.
And that's the one I wanted to get a time capsule, and I didn't get it. I got a little wimpy boost that like bounced me halfway to the door. I was like, that's not what I wanted.
Oh man, that's awesome. I actually didn't even think about doing that.
Yeah, Knight found that one.
Oh, not surprised. The guy's wacky. He's like an actual legend.
And if you're wondering how we figure this kind of stuff out, once we knew that rail boosts were a thing, what we would do is we'd see a rail and we'd say, I bet you I could use that like a diving board. And we did that with every rail in the game. And not
Yeah.
every rail will let you rail boost. Only some of them do. Well, probably most of them do. But
Not
some of them
everywhere
don't.
you can boost as a rail either.
Yeah.
Some ledges. Yeah.
You can even prop boost off barrels and things, but it's barrels move, and so it's really hard to get that to work properly in your favor.
And really, like, to kind of answer a little bit deeper as well, usually whenever we, like, identify something that we want to do, we kind of, like, reverse engineer it. Like, okay, we want office skip. How do we do office skip?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's got to be a paperclip somewhere. How do we find it? Okay, this is the process for finding that. And then, Seeker does it in 5 minutes.
That's the process. We
Yeah,
figure
that's
out what
it.
we want, and then we ask Seeker, and he figures it out in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of, it's trial and error, reverse engineering, trying out
There we go.
different things that you've seen work elsewhere, all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know, like, when I was, I specifically sat down.
There you are. Come on.
And I was just like, I want to
Jump
find
down there, you go.
something new. So I went into Titan's Realm, trying to figure out, like, a faster way to do, to get out of bounds. Because we hadn't had a paperclip there. So I was looking for a paperclip, and I checked like every corner, and I happened to get through the one corner. And hold on 1 second. Do you remember this story? Do you want to explain it? Doc?
Yeah, no, I was actually there with you.
1 second.
Yeah, I was actually there with him when he was doing that. I don't remember if we were in a car, we had just gotten out of a call or something, but he was like, man, I just want to find something. I just want to be cool. I was like, yeah, cool. But basically, he found this paperclip right there in the beginning when you first walked into the room with the acid pools, like the first initial room there, where you go right to the left and you can clip through a vertice, like a corner in the wall. And we called it, or he called it, and we now call it the TR double paperclip, because you paperclip through
it
one
sucks.
wall. Oh yeah, it's a little weird because not only do you have to paperclip through that wall, then you have to slowly wiggle through the other wall. There's like another wall that you have to wiggle through, and the whole time you have meatballs chomping on your bits, so you have to like do it really, really fast.
Yeah, it's like there's the typical like hell geometry type stuff they have to clip through first, and then there's another sort of like it's just this like black textured wall just beyond it that you need to clip through again. I don't know why exactly.
Yeah,
It's just 2 bits of collision that line up right behind each other.
yeah. But that's used as a current strat, and really the big thing, the only reason why it was found is because Meta was just like, I want to find somewhere that we can get out of bounds faster. And yeah,
It's Finding skips is kind of like a staircase. Like you find one thing, whether that's by accident or trying to apply things from other games.
I almost got the ledge grab. I almost got it. It was so close.
Oh my god, I almost went monkey mode, bro.
But yeah, basically, when you're looking for speedrunning skips, you find one thing, whether that's accidentally or from applying knowledge from another game or whatever, and then you now have that step, and you can take the knowledge that you have to build up to the next step, and you eventually end up with a staircase.
There we go.
Of all this knowledge that you have, that you find it like. Once you find a little crack in the game, and then you shove your hand into it, and break it wide open.
Yeah, definitely.
So now we are farming out armor defensive, and this is probably one of the bigger, I'd say the bigger non-glitch ways that Classic varies from Ultra Nightmare. In Ultra Nightmare, there's no checkpoint loading. So when you get the armor defensive rune, you equip it and you leave it on. You don't take it off until it's done being upgraded, and it's usually in this level when that gets done. We have not equipped it the entire run because all we have to do is throw it on, pick up this mega health, load checkpoint, we're right in front of it again, and every time we pick up this mega health, we get 200 armor points. And you need 2,500 total in order to finish the upgrade. So we just have to pick this up 13 times for a total of 2,600 armor points, and we finish it. Can't do this in Ultra Nightmare, and I've spent a long time running through the math, and there's a lot of math involved, figuring out, okay, when can we equip and unequip armor defensive in Ultra Nightmare to take advantage of all of the mega healths, and how much do you have to have at the end of this level in order to take it off and then put it back on at the next. It's like, there's a lot of math involved, and nobody listened to my route, and I was very sad because I did all the math, and then everybody was like, we're just gonna leave it equipped. I was like, but I did the math, and they didn't care. I was very sad. So this unfortunately, I can't get a save file for this one. This one doesn't take nearly as long as token dupings, but you get a taste of what it looks like to actually farm this stuff out. And believe it or not, this is actually much faster than leaving it equipped and running around, because by leaving it unequipped, we can swap an ammo boost and pick up all that BFG ammo. And there's a lot of it. I'm not sure how many pickups I'm on yet. I gotta check this right here. Oh, it's done. I didn't even see it pop. Okay.
Cool. Hey, I don't know. I like token duping, as earlier expressed.
Well, as earlier,
oh my god,
you are a masochist, so that makes sense.
It swapped the wrong mod. Hold on. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Swapped the wrong mod on me for some reason. Hi.
Yeah. I'm just quick scope.
Oh yeah. And the thing about this level too, as we've described, this is when it's really like, okay, now we have to do it. Let's finish up all these objectives and get to the end. Combat rating usually isn't too much of a problem, just because you have to go through all the arenas to kind of do your weapon upgrades and things like that. You'll need the opportunities. But, yeah. Let's see here.
Guys, that's very rude. Stop that.
What?
Okay, we got the Hell Knights. Ooh, you're not usually there. Usually the BFG gets that guy.
Yeah, I was looking at it. It felt like the room was kind of weird. There were a couple rogue imps. Ah, nice.
All right, stand still. And the discharge is done.
Boom.
All right, I'm gonna go for the cool jump here. I've literally never gotten it once, but I'm gonna go for it. Because if I get it live with GDQ for the first time ever, that's gonna be awesome. Did I get the soft lock?
I believe.
I got the soft lock.
What?
Uh-oh.
So yeah, this.
There we go.
Never mind.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So yeah, that arena can soft lock. All right, let's go for it.
Let's do it.
I don't know how they do that. I've never been able to get that skip properly, but yeah, you can skip climbing the stairs. It saves very little time, but it's so cool when you can actually pull it off. I gotta ask Byte how he does that, because I've never been able to figure it out.
Wait a minute. How did you grab that from the front? I thought we grabbed it from the back.
Die, this is what the devs wanted us to do.
No. I hate it.
Meta, can you give Die his binky? By the way, how many of you in chat that played this game never found this lever casually? My favorite thing about that lever is that it's just hiding in plain sight, and everybody said they had to look it up to find out where that was, and that just makes me laugh because I had to do the exact same thing. I had to do the exact same thing.
I honestly do not remember, but probably. I've never been very good at finding secrets.
Yeah, same. I
But you're very good at finding seekers.
Says the former all secrets world record holder.
Hey now. I can usually find like a solid majority of the secrets, okay? Like I'm usually at the end of a game I'm missing probably about like, I don't know, 5 to 10% of the secrets. So like I can get it. But you know.
Oh, I'm like
there we go.
Like I get maybe 60%.
So the nice thing about this arena is I can dump all my BFG ammo because there's 3 locked arena pickups that as long as I get those 3 pickups, I can empty all my BFG ammo here. And this particular arena is Cybermank Paradise. There's a million Cybermanks, and the game is being really stingy right now. So at Time Capsule, when I ran this a few months ago, this arena dropped how many BFG rounds, Meta?
Oh,
like
14? Seriously, like, yeah, like it was in the double digits.
It was
for
insane.
sure, which is
And
already ridiculous.
now they're being really stingy and they're not giving me any, so I have to actually like shoot. Oh, there we go. I have to actually
there it is.
shoot these guys the hard way. There we go. Oh shoot.
Oh. Yeah, man. Also, in chat, raise your hand if you held all of your BFG ammo until the end and never used it. Because you're afraid you're gonna run out. Literally
one in the
me.
arena.
That
There's
is
one
definitely
there.
something I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one coming up here. Now this particular Wraith cutscene we can't skip, but you're gonna get to see how desync the audio gets right after the end of this explosion. Just watch the Crucible and listen. The audio gets super desynced because the audio plays at 60 frames per second, but the cutscene runs at 200 frames per second. And so by the end of the cutscene, it gets really desynced. It's one of the only cutscenes that does that, or I think it might actually be the only cutscene that does that, because they usually lock your frame rate to 60 in other cutscenes.
There is a thing in Argent Facility with the filters. If you
That's right, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so if you run at 30 or 60 FPS, it plays as you it plays
An
as
extra
you
bit
would
of
normally.
Sam's dialogue, basically.
Yeah.
Well, no, but it's like at 30, 60 FPS, like it doesn't play it. Like any casual player misses out on the line because you have to lower to like 5 or 10 FPS to actually hear the line, which is super weird.
I know what you're talking about now, yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't find a good way to like explain it, but basically you have to play at low FPS in order to actually hear the entire dialogue. But it snips off in such a place that like you wouldn't even know otherwise. So I guess that's why it was never caught.
Oh, well, don't worry. I've already got a 10 FPS macro, so.
Nobody likes using that.
I know. No one likes using it. I hate it so much.
Uh-oh. We're good. The Baron spawned in, we're good. So that little challenge right there is a run killer because it's the last challenge and the last level and the last arena at the very end of the game, and there's only 3 Barons in here, so you really only have 1, maybe 2 chances to get that last challenge, and if you miss it, oh well.
Yeah.
But luckily, we have a very, very consistent setup to get that challenge met. And now we're moving on to the final boss fight. We're at the end of the run, everybody. Aww.
I mean, oh!
What?
This guy.
All right, so we're going to skip Olivia's cutscene. I did this when I met the voice actor for Olivia. I accidentally skipped her cutscene there, and I meant to play it, and I still feel really guilty about it.
Well, she's right there. She's right there. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I was holding down left click, but for whatever reason, it didn't register. I got to try that again.
You may have done it while the loading screen was still out.
Yeah, I think I did it like slightly too early. Now I waited. There we go.
There we go.
All right, so which weapon are we going to use? Are we going to...
Oh, I think we're going...
Olivia,
we're going to leave with the
please.
checkpoint.
Please, Olivia.
Yeah, man, I haven't seen this boss in about a year.
This boss skip was not found that long ago.
It was within the last year.
Do we use the shotgun? Do we use the heavy assault? Let's use the pistol. We'll use the pistol. We actually have to use the micro missiles here in order to skip a phase.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's 3 phases of this. That's I guess you used them too late.
I guess, yeah.
The pistol.
There's 3 going off. There we go.
There's 3 phases of the spider here, and the middle one is actually this like electric field type one. But because we do so much damage in phase 1, we actually skip it, but it doesn't properly skip it.
There we go.
And it'll play it out just as in like one little round. Unless you fire micro missiles at the Spider Mastermind, in which case it actually properly skips it.
And you can stand on a hitbox. And time's coming up right about now. Time.
Nice, dude.
Jeez.
Underestimate, let's go.
Oh my gosh, dude. A
Now.
good bit underestimate, too.
Way to wait for that little squishy codex noise to play, and then what we can do from now is load checkpoint, and we can do our spot check now, because we just had to wait to get those last one codex entries? I actually forget how many codex entries. You pick up a codex there. So, we open up the thing. All the weapons are gold, which means we've got everything upgraded, and you need 17 here. 17 means we picked up every other weapon upgrade point in the game, and these are the 17 that are left over that are extra. We've got all of the suits upgraded, including all the Argent cells. All the runes are done, as evidenced by the golden circle. And then we should have 25, 9, 9, 27, 36, 16. And that is 100% on 2 save files with the trainer open, so it's totally not valid, but whatever. Like, you still got to see the whole run. Just ignore the fact that I totally cheated part of it.
We'll cut it in post.
Yeah. And now they're not going to know what I'm talking. They'll be like, "What do you mean cheat? He didn't cheat anything. It was all legitimate. What are you talking about?" We do have that.
Yeah.
That's never happened before. Moment in ResOps though, so that's it's still a GDQ run at the end of the day.
True.
So. But yeah, let's do shout-outs. I got to give a shout-out to number 1, my 2 boys on the couch, Mr. Meta and Mr. Dylon57, for co-commentating with me. This run is super dense, as you've seen, and I have tried to commentate this run myself, and I cannot commentate this run by myself. I need somebody on the couch to do it, and these 2 gentlemen stepped in to do that, and so I got to thank you both from the bottom of my heart. You're my best buddies, and I love you so much, so thank you for doing that.
Man.
And I got to give a big shout out to Mr. Amerlin for running the Aimbot show here at GDQ HotFix, because without this show, you'd be staring at a blank screen right now, or probably one of the other streamers on this website. But whatever the case may be, you got to see this run because of that show. So thank you, Mr. Amerlin, and to the whole GDQ staff for hosting this show and doing what you do. We all appreciate it.
Of course.
I got to shout out the entire Doom community, of course, especially Seeker, Sabuline, Henny, Dara, all the people that find all the crazy things that you've seen. I saw some people asking, like, how do people find this stuff? It's those guys. I found a couple of things, but nothing like crazy. Those guys are the true OGs for opening the game and just ramming their face into the wall until they find something. So I got to give shout outs to them. And do you guys have any shout outs?
I think the only thing I'd like to say is that, like, if this category interests you, there's many people that will help you out. If it seems a little bit too complicated for you, there are definitely like other categories. There's basically a category for anybody within Doom. There's 100%, there's legacy, there's all secrets, there's any percent, like there's literally like there's something for everybody. So if the game does intrigue you, definitely join our Discord. You can find that on the speedrun.com page, and we'd be more than happy to help you learn the run.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I'd like to echo the same sentiments, Even if we take breaks usually, or the community kind of quiets down or what have you, we'll always come back. We'll always answer your questions. We have plenty of tutorials and resources for different tricks and backups and things like that. And everybody's welcome.
And if you want to follow me, I'm on twitch.tv/dangerous. You can follow me there. I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil lately. I don't know how that happened. I sort of accidentally became a Resident Evil streamer. I don't know how that happened. Sort of accidentally fell into that. But I do a lot of casual playthroughs, and I'm learning a lot of new speedruns coming up soon. And and then go follow Mr. Meta Live, twitch.tv/meta_live. Meta runs 14,182 different games, as evidenced by his speedrun.com profile. So if whatever you like, there's something there. And you can go follow Dai, but he doesn't stream anymore because he's busy at his job.
Okay, so I work like 70 hours a week.
I know.
I stream once a year.
So go tune in for his once a year stream. It is worth the once a year thing. And and we're not done with Doom. Coming up next, we got Mute D6 _ running Doom Eternal Limited. If you haven't seen the limited run, this run is busted. Have you both seen it?
I haven't got a chance to watch it yet.
It's super broken.
The old category name was like no major glitches.
Yeah, this is sort of like
bounds.
Yeah, it's sort of like changed a little bit. It's crazy. It's a crazy run.
It's kind of like Legacy in Doom. So it's like it's a good hybrid category of like the tech is banned, but you can still do some crazy stuff. So you guys are in for a treat. Mute and the squad are all amazing people, so definitely going to be a super entertaining run. I'll be sticking around until I cannot keep my eyes open anymore. So.
But yeah, thank you GDQ, and thank you everybody for watching. We all appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and before we go to a quick break, check out the highlights channel, which will have standout moments from the HotFix show. Some of those from the 2016 run will be in there. ! Highlights in Twitch chat to learn more. And all of the subs, Prime Gaming sub, gift subs, and bits cheered on this Twitch channel help support these weekly HotFix shows. So please consider subscribing if you enjoy these. So like the wonderful dangerous Dai and Meta just said, we are going to a quick break, and we'll be right back with Doom Eternal. All right, welcome back, everyone. A couple quick reminders before we hop into the run. Frame Fatale's marathon is coming up soon, August 21st to 27th. !FF in chat or gamesdonequick.com/framefatales for more info. And One and Doneathon Season 2, the marathon that I organize, is happening this weekend, August 13th to 14th. Every runner gets one submission, and if they get in, they can't ever run in that marathon format again. So really cool. You get to see a lot of really niche runs, !OADAT or OADAT, as I hear other HotFix hosts have been pronouncing it, to learn more. So, Doom Eternal. I played this game when it came out. I was not very good at it, and then I saw people speedrunning it and said, I'm not going to do that. These people are way too good for me. So, without further ado, Mute D6, Doom Eternal, take it away.
Hey everyone, my name is Mute D6, and today I will be playing Doom Eternal any % limited with my best friends. First of all is the brilliant router and one of the smartest people ever, the brilliant mind of Ecorn.
Hi.
And then we have the Doom Eternal Borderlands every game prodigy who is just excels at every game he plays at, Deceptix _.
Hello.
And once again, thank you so much, Amy, you absolute wonderful host. And today we're going to be playing 80% limited, and you may ask yourself, limited? I don't know what this category is. Well, to put it simply, we have 3 categories: restricted, unrestricted, and right in the middle is limited. So we do a lot of tricks that may not seem conventional in your normal speedruns, but it's not like out there. It's not. We ban some tricks that are just game breaking. And to put into context, the 80% unrestricted world record is 18 minutes and 52 seconds. 51 now, actually. Restricted is 57 minutes, and limited right in the middle is 34 minutes. And without further ado, we are going to start this run relatively soon. And I'm going to give a countdown. It's going to be 3, 2, 1, start.
Okay.
I was gonna explain the rules for you so you
Yes,
can
yes,
concentrate. Okay, so basically the rule set for this is a bit different than restricted and unrestricted in that it has some restrictions, not all of them. Namely, slope boosting is gone. The IDKFA, which is basically your rapid fire sniper rifle glitch, that's gone. So combat can't be entirely trivialized like that. And I think zips as well, right?
Yeah, zips are gone. No zips allowed.
Zips are gone.
Zips are a big no.
Yeah, but as opposed to restricted, limited allows out of bounds and as well as chainsaw and glory kill clipping, which we'll see, I think, twice.
So we see it twice total, and I just have one more person here. Oh, hi. All right, that's it. So what you've seen so far is all standard, you know. Every person, when they run a category, you all do barge. We all do barge once or twice. But this is where the difference truly begins. Right off the bat, we're going to punch this wall, and you're going to see a Cacodemon right in front of us. This Cacodemon is our best friend because he's going to let us do this. And right out of here, we're going to do the first big trick of the game, or at least I'm going to try to. This is quite difficult. And I do get a first try. Holy.
Oh, thank
First try.
This is harder than it looks.
Lord.
Much different. Okay,
Now,
so
can you pull up the second bit?
all right, so this is the try not to touch the lava, the floor is lava challenge, and we're just kind of get our way over here. You may not understand what is happening. Don't worry, me neither. I'm just doing things. Trying to get here.
This
So
category is very much a blink and you'll miss it kind of thing, so don't worry if you don't understand.
unfortunate. So there are 2 B hops, and B hops are necessary for the skip. And let's just say that they are quite RNG. It is RNG, and there's 2 of them. And I'm just gonna try this a couple more times. If this doesn't work out 3 times, I'm gonna just be doing the normal route, which is slower, however, is much more consistent. But I first have to make it in here first. This trick is it is quite difficult. Like, it is deceivingly hard to get in here. The window is very tiny, and you have to time your jump pretty much perfectly. Once again,
Yeah,
the
the
floor is
walls
lava.
will like the walls will like kind of glue you to them if you touch them, and of course most of the walls in Doom Eternal are invisible, so you can never really tell where they are. And then trying to jump in there without air control of all things is just yeah.
So I make it down here. I try to do a jump right here. Try to hit this B hop. I do hit it. B hop number 1 complete. I'm now down to RNG number 2. I try to hit this B hop. This one is harder. It's quite precise, and I'm going to take my time to line up. And do I hit this B hop? Oh, unfortunate. I do not hit it the first time. However, the good thing is I do not have to reload here. If I miss it, I can try it again right from this spot, which is good because coming all the way out here is a difficult task. Slayer's on the field trip. As you can see, we may or may not belong here. So our position is precarious, and it takes time to second try. Once again, B-hops, they are RNG. You have to hit the lurch hop. So during the Slayer's lurch animation, meaning when the weapon is being, when the Slayer experiences gravity, his weapon wants to drop to the floor, but the Slayer doesn't let it. During that time frame, you are able to turn your vertical momentum into horizontal momentum. Once again, this is fully RNG, which is why the estimate is very high.
Specifically for this part.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Finally.
There we go.
Oh, now I'm gonna hit
Nice.
Corn Warp, named after the one and only.
Ooh.
So, and no,
Maybe?
unlucky warp. No, so I gotta do this again. It saves only like 2 seconds. Not really lost time, but I think it's cool. And I'm not trying it again. Wait, actually, I just got a good V hop, so let's try it again.
Have you even hit a checkpoint?
No.
You probably don't want to try it again.
Okay, that's it. I didn't want to hit the corn warp for, the one and only corn. And now we try to hit this B-hop. This one is, ooh. All right, so you're gonna see whenever I climb a wall, my FPS goes from 250, hopefully, to 100. The reason for that is I am playing on patch 1.0, meaning that this is the release patch. For when the game came out, this is the patch that everyone played on day 1. And there were a couple issues with this patch, which is why they fixed it very quickly. And one of the issues is when you climb a wall, if your FPS is higher than like 120, you will basically not be able to climb the wall. So you have to, unless you get really close to the wall, so you have to kind of limit your FPS in order to be able to climb this wall. So right now I'm doing a little bit of combat. You may, if you played Doom Eternal before, you may notice that I do not have some tools in my arsenals. For example, I do not have the grenade launcher, nor do I have full auto, nor do I have the precision bolt, or what is the weapon? The heavy cannon. That's right. That's what the weapon's called. And yeah, that's just going to hinder us for a little bit. We will not get grenades during this run. However, it will be fine because we have alternatives. So right now I'm just doing a little bit of combat, trying to clear up all of these arenas. I have 9 bullets left in the chamber. I am very healthy on this regard. I didn't miss a lot of shots in the previous arena, and I am able to just clear them bit by bit. Try to hit a couple of shots. Yeah, this is where aim really takes place, and being able to hit that shot, leading up, oh no, I hit that shot, nice. So being able to lead your shots, hitting stuff precisely really does save a lot of times. Like, having good aim here saves deceivingly amount of time, because every time you miss a shot, that's a second, or worst case scenario, if you ran out of sticky bombs and you can't reach your target, that's like 3 seconds. So, actually I had a pretty good fight. This level overall is not world class simply because, well, I didn't get good RNG on the B hops, in the out of bounds navigation, which of course means that I am gonna lose side because of RNG, which is unfortunate, but it does happen. And that is the end of Hell on Earth. We have completed Hell on Earth, and now we are going to go into the second level. We are first, of course, going to get the fortress. We will get the flame belch, which is good. We skipped the animation for that using the chainsaw. Thank you, chainsaw. And then we're going to do what's called a gamer move and do a little fancy menuing. Perfect timing. Do a gamer 360. Come here. Guess how much time that saves? That's right, 0.25 seconds. It's great.
It's the best reload in the game.
Yeah, it's just the best.
You do it too early, you soft lock. Do it too late, it loses time.
Yeah.
Best level of the game right here.
Best level in the game.
Nothing can go wrong.
Oh, yeah. Nothing can go wrong. So
never in the history of the entire game can anything go wrong this level.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So. Oh, fancy new gun. Oh, shiny. Oh, heavy cannon acquired. Amazing. We now have 2 guns in our arsenal. Now we're going to use the second gun, and we're going to... Aha, that's not ideal. Oh, that's right. I have to actually be able to hit things.
You have to
spawn.
You have to actually kill the enemies.
Where's the zombies? Did they spawn?
Yeah.
Wait,
they spawn at a different time from everything else. Yeah.
I don't remember killing the zombies. Did I kill them?
No, they ran away in fear.
All right, well.
You're too fantastic.
Aw, thank you. Acorn, by the way, is basically why the limited categories exist. Back when the game was first conceived, or rather the speedrun scene was first conceived, Acorn was the one to make NMG out of bounds, which later caused the limited category to exist, and thankfully the limited category exists, which avoids a lot of confusion. And now we're going to do a skip called Toblerone. And we're going to first do this Adamo clip. Back out of bounds. Found by Adamo. And we are just going to try to get out of bounds here. And okay, this is not exactly what I'm thinking of. Okay.
Don't fall into the void, me.
Yes, don't fall into the void right now. I'm gonna climb over here onto this arch. And this is all normal stuff. I've seen it all before. We've seen it all before, but I'm onto this thing. This is not exactly ideal. Oh, I actually made it. Now I'm gonna try to climb onto this platform. Yes, and that's perfect. Now we're gonna do a series of B-hops, and as you can probably tell, I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not supposed to get back in, but we found a way. So that's how we get back in. Do a little fancy menuing, skip slight amounts of combat. Not combat, but rather movement. I'm gonna... It's funny, there's no way to skip this. Not even an unrestricted where you have zips, slow boost, and everything fancy. You cannot skip this room. If you want to get dash, you have to do the blender.
You could
the good old blender.
You could skip blender,
You could
however,
skip it.
You wouldn't have dash, and that would be not ideal. anyways, we just skipped this. We just came back. I did an entire skip to skip a big section. Don't worry about it. And now we are, make a jump like this, going to go into the first hell portion. So I'm now in the hell portion, and oh, plasma rifle acquired. Man, that's a good gun.
I wonder what we'll do with it.
Uh-oh. Totally intended, by the way.
Deceptics, explain, what did he just do?
So the plasma rifle is normally a fully automatic weapon, so you could just hold down the trigger to shoot it. But the fire rate isn't very good. However, if you can spam click faster than the like normal fire rate is, you'll shoot the weapon faster than normal. So if we bind shoot to the scroll wheel and scroll, that's what happens.
Yeah. Specifically, it can shoot once every 2 frames, meaning that the more frames you have, the faster you shoot. Of course, this only applies up to 100 shots per second because we have a sanctioned macro that I'm using. Because I do not have a free scroll mouse, rather I do have a free scroll mouse, but I refuse to use a free scroll mouse. That can do faster than 100, but our speedrunning macro that is legally sanctioned and is able to be used on official leaderboards is only 100 hertz. So, yeah. So we shoot 100 times per second, once every 2 frames. And now we're going to do a boost called the Bruh Boost, found by the real Paisano who sadly could not make it today.
I miss Paisano so much.
So true. Alright, so now I'm going to line up with these shiny spots in the wall. Ooh, blue shiny. I like shiny things. Oh, the world around me is gone. What am I going to do? Ooh, I find my way outside. As you can tell, I don't think I should be here.
Shocking.
Look at all those guts.
Look at all these guts. What a view. What a view. But yeah, so now I'm gonna... Wait, where am I? Oh, here I am. I was in the wrong place. I was too busy admiring the view. The beauty of Exaltia. Guts. Yes, admiring the guts. I'm gonna go back in bounds right here. Ah, I missed the fib. That's fine. I want to show off this movement. So bad.
Oh yeah. When you fall into a death plane and like respawn into a location, if you dash at the right time, you get to keep all your dash speed and then I guess some more. And you get to do that cool little funny little thing right there.
Yeah, it's one of the few pieces of dash tech. Because there's 3 stages to a dash. There's the acceleration, the midpoint, and then the slowdown. And there's a couple things that we can do to actually counteract the slowdown effect to allow us to just keep the dash speed pretty much forever.
Nice. And that is Exaltia done, or the base level at least.
Now Nothing went wrong, and I'm a little bit surprised.
That was a really well put together Exaltia.
That was pretty good. So we do a little menuing here, and right now in this particular 5-second window, I'm gonna try to get this. I actually need to focus for this. I think I got it. Yes. So if you reload very fast there, you can skip a dialogue and you are able to get down here faster. This also requires you to get down here in less than 6 seconds. Otherwise, you stop
jump. Oh, yeah.
9 jumps for optimal RNG. Good RNG manipulation. It's all coming together.
You may have noticed that he's like dashing at the wall at a 45-degree angle. It's doing something special.
Yes. By doing that, friction does not apply to you and you can keep your speed. So once again, this is where aim matters. If you miss a shot, you lose roughly a second. Don't mind the homing punches. Let me just...
The homing punches will become very important very soon.
Yes, very soon.
But they are very, very annoying during combat.
You saw me dash into the wall there. Friction does not apply. I keep all my speed. So this is a dash boost. If I can hit this, yes. So if you're on a slope and you dash and there's like nothing to stop you, you just keep your speed. Also burr. This is beautiful, by the way. Like, this is normal fire rate.
It is very beautiful.
If I scroll manually, that's pretty good. Now, Cultist Space, the 3rd level in the game. Absolutely beautiful level. Shame we're gonna skip all of it.
I really like how I had this beautiful little route to begin with, that where we got the super shotgun and we left with it. It was fantastic. Like there's so much super shotgun in this run, and then Paisano was just like, yeah, I'm gonna remove that entirely from the route.
No spoilers.
You know, the super
of all.
shotgun's too fun.
It's too fun. No fun allowed here. All right. We're gonna do something that's even unfunnerant. That's a word. So first of all, I'm fine, right? I'm fine. I'm just gonna
Probably, yes.
Get a B up, please. Could I? Yes, very good, very good. Make it up. Okay, I'm not supposed to be here. That's fine though. Ecorn taught me to back up to this. Your Ecorn.
I did.
Yes, Ecorn was the original person who taught me how to do this category. Like, Ecorn guided me. So now we're gonna do this Flame Belch challenge and miss it because Flame Belch does not behave sometimes. Flame Belch, you know, Flame Belch is a little quirky. It's a little goofy. It has its off days. That's fine. We do it though. And now we can do what's called a pro gamer move and get Hot Swapper. So Hot Swapper allows you to swap your weapons faster. And now we're gonna do what's called a punch boost. Whee!
That was a
Perfect
really,
first
really
try.
good one.
Woo!
That's a really
my
good
all the
goodness.
way.
Okay. Wow.
We're going all the way. Oh yes.
That was
That's
such a good
so
punch boost.
hard. You have
was
zero
really good,
clue
really
just
good.
how difficult that is, like, to get. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Losing a little bit of time. It's okay. It's okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
The super shotgun died for this, by the way.
Yeah.
The super shotgun
So-
did die for it.
Yeah, so like we brought up during Repertorium, when you try and punch an enemy, you get magnetized towards the enemy. However, if there's a surface or any type of object in between you and the enemy, and you try and punch it, you can actually direct that magnetized speed into just distance wherever you need to go. And you might have noticed that Mute also used the weapon wheel there. Pretty much, it slows down time and gives you more frames
HUD.
because most punch boosts are FPS based, and the weapon wheel gives you more frames, larger boost. That was a really good cultist.
Oh, really good cultist. Sorry, I have water. But now
Gotta
we're gonna
hydrate.
Yeah, we gotta hydrate for what's coming because oh lordy. So please come down. Thank you very much for behaving. I'm gonna freeze you for no particular reason. Gonna slow down time for no reason, and just gonna punch. Just gonna go out here, have some fun, and nice. Oh.
okay.
Wait. Oh. This is
That's,
not actually smart one. Oh, we're
that
fine.
is-
That's
It's fine,
never
it's
happened
fine.
before.
It's
However,
alright.
I do find a way to get back in. That is fine.
It couldn't be a GDQ stream if somebody didn't say that phrase at least once.
Well, it did happen once, so we met our quota. So we're just gonna come here, punch the back, do a little bit of burning, right down the back. And we're gonna say hi to this goofy little Doom Hunter real quick. Gonna practice my aim. Tracking is very important for this. Doom Hunter can move all over the place. Now I'm just gonna do a little bit of hot swapping, make you falter, come behind you. Your damage, you do more damage if you're behind him. So there's that. Oh, I'm gonna need more ammo. Could you please get out of the way? No, that's all right. That's all right. I'll get more ammo. Finish you off. All right, that's it. That is Doom Hunter base. We just fought the boss, and as you might have noticed, we skipped phase 1. It just
Skip the
we
whole
were able
level
to do-
and phase 1 of the boss
Yeah.
fight. Straight into phase
We're just
2.
able to do that. Oh, got a nifty little lineup here. Boop boop. Trap dash every time, and we're just gonna load checkpoint. It's faster to move, saves real time and in-game time. Oh, you guys like the burr? There's more.
Burr.
Burr.
Just more.
It's
burr.
beautiful. It's beautiful, isn't it?
I like how we removed one bird just to replace it with another,
Yep.
but it's much more satisfying.
So now we're getting into Super Bonus, where we are going to do the Magic School Bus skip. And you'll find out why just now.
I thought you weren't going to finish that sentence. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, here's a bus. I wonder what's gonna happen with this bus. Oh no! We're outside. Where is this?
Warnest location is nearby. This is the site where the
Oh, where are we?
Perhaps the end of the level?
Perhaps the end of the level? There's no way, right? No way we just finished the level that quickly. There's zero way Super Gwenas can be completed. Oh,
Yep. There's Super
Okay.
Go Nest.
Super Gwenas.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
They
One and
forgot to
done.
put an invisible wall at the beginning of the map, so you can
They just-
actually
yep.
just double dash out of bounds. There's nothing special about that at all. You just jump in a certain spot, dash twice, and you're out of bounds.
Yep. It's that easy.
It's just that easy.
Next.
All right, I actually have to. I forgot to do a thing. I'm gonna lose like 3 seconds here. It's fine. There we go. No, for no particular reason. Don't worry about it.
I will calibrate the portal to the Ark's.
We've lost Burr.
We've lost Burr. There is no more
now.
Burr. For now.
Brr, I'm freezing.
Burr.
Hey, Deceptics.
What?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I see.
I see who.
I see you through the window. Open up. Seriously, open the door.
Oh no.
Dr. Hayden is just across the
Oh, so the punch boost, that's fine.
industrial campus was once the headquarters.
Just gonna make it down here. We're gonna do a little bit of combat. This is gonna be the tightest combat. That's gonna be tightly choreographed. Gonna come here. Say hi to you. Rocket here. You can't fire through walls on this version, so I kind of just have to wait. Oh, hi! You arrive fast. That's unusual for you.
It's a snake.
I come here to punch you. First try, rev clip down the floor. The first time you can get him, you can chainsaw him right before he comes out of the ground, and that's what we just did. Right now, I'm navigating out of bounds. This is actually okay, I did that completely blind. I did
You
it.
can see everything out of bounds.
Yes.
That was terrifying. Thank you, Mute.
Woo! That
Oh, and
is
Shocker.
so hard.
It looks like we're at the end of the level again.
Oh wow, we're at the end of the level. Impossible. Anyways, we're gonna say hi to our good friend, the Marauder. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
Bye, Marauder.
Goodbye. Rest in
He's
peace,
gone.
Marauder. So as you may have noticed, we are lacking a little bit in the weapon mod department, so we are gonna come in, not get full auto, but rather lock numbers.
You scared me for a second.
Please do not get full auto.
So right now we're just gonna go back to the end of the level and say a hi to the ending teleportal. Because goodbye. Goodbye, our complex. Nice meeting you.
So, I mean, I have a serious question. Is do we play on 1.0 specifically for that rev clip, or
Yes.
okay? Just
Specifically
checking.
for that rep, it saves by far at least 6 seconds just off movement alone. Like off everything, it saves much more. And by the way, this is a massive gold.
What is that sound?
What is that sound? Anyways, we're gonna head off into Mars Core, an absolutely beautiful level. Shame we're gonna skip it again. That's right. But for Mars Core, it's gonna be a little bit different. We have a 24-second cutscene in the beginning, and how do we skip that? Well, we do a thing called EBS. It's very precise.
yes.
It is very precise. I have to count exactly 5 seconds, so I'm gonna need a moment of quiet here. So at count of 5 seconds, I can now move in the elevator for an EBS, and okay. So right now, what I'm doing is just moving out and out of bounds. What I did was an EBS. It allows me to perform actions while the game is still rendering or loading, and now we are in the developer room. They did not want us to be here, but they forgot to remove it. So, well, we're here, and we're at the end of the level with the BFG. Just gonna use the BFG because I think it's funny.
It was very kind of them to put the BFG and
It was very
a
kind.
teleporter to the end of the level in the same room.
It was incredibly kind of them. I actually don't need this BFG, but
It's good to have.
it's good to have, you know, just in case. Anyways,
Another punch boost over
that's the
invisible wall.
entirety
Easy.
of Mars Core gone. Easy, 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 kaka. So right now we're going to head into Sentinel Prime. Sentinel Prime, infamous for having the boss fight level and being very, very funny at times because sometimes the boss just doesn't like to behave. But we'll see how it goes because I have a secret weapon. I have Burr.
The secret
Not
weapon.
allowed and restricted. Oh. Yeah, everything here is pretty much standard except for right here. You can just climb out of here. Anyone can do it. Yes, even you. All you need is a ballista and the jump key. And also W because you need to have W to be able to mantle. But
What if I'm on a controller, Mute?
You can also do it.
Oh.
And let me just set up here, right up here, ramp edge boost, and I just skipped an elevator. And if I could fire, that'd be great. Yes, nice. Gonna reload here for my ammo to get back, and I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. Oh, whoops. Somebody forgot to change my binds back. Definitely not me. I didn't forget. Yep.
It was me.
There was
I'm
a certain
sorry.
someone who did that. Unbelievable.
Yes. Missed that. That's fine. This is a little bit tight because this is quite difficult because we have to time it just. Oh, I do have. I tried left clicking, didn't work. Oh, try it again. I'm doing something wrong here. I'm making mistakes.
I think the first mistake was not picking up the super shotgun, but that's just me.
No, we have
Losing a
Burr.
little bit of time. Yeah, we do have Burr.
Yeah, we do have Burr. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
There we go.
Gonna do a slob. And I'm just gonna lock on burst you from the air, and you're gone. All right, that's phase 1 done. And ooh, okay. That's standard. Let's say hi to the Kirby's. They're here with me. It's Kirby. Here in this run, Kirby. And now we're gonna wait for phase 2. This takes a little bit. Fine though.
Miss Kirby already.
I miss Kirby already. So right now this is a let's say quite terrifying fight. You saw me get an extra life. I didn't actually need it. I got it for this fight. So right here, we're gonna move out of the way, and I'm up. That's not the person I wanted to lock onto.
Lock on. Thank you.
Get down, Mr. President.
Yep. So now I'm just gonna burr you until the end of time. Put a chainsaw. Gonna burr again because I have the ammo too. And goodbye. That's it. That's the gladiator fight.
Very, very nice.
Also wants to come say hello. Besides the little shrimp ball stumper, the stumble I had at the beginning, everything else was pretty good. My Kirby, say hi.
It's adorable.
I love Kirby. Yeah, that's the boss fight. With the power of Burr, it went by pretty fast.
Now comes the fun part.
Oh yes. The fun part. Everyone's favorite level. It's always fun.
Everyone's favorite. But first of all, I'm just gonna clear everyone. Reel at a very specific time. Walk forward, and the cutscene is skipped. I did not have to go touch the button. Usually you would have to do a little bit of movement, go touch a battery in order for that, but for some reason, Ecor knows why, I don't, I can't explain it. It just skips the cutscene.
Okay, so I had a guess for this. I forgot what the guess was, but I do know that at one point in time in the Discord, we were just looking for ways to go faster, and then Dracu's just like, oh, hey, by the way, you can do this. It's just like, oh, thank you. And then he left forever. Truly a legend.
Truly. Yes, we're gonna just do a little bit of clear comment here. Say hi to you, give me that. Gonna say hi to you, give me that. This will save time, but very minorly. I'm just gonna upgrade lock on burst right now. I almost had that lock on to the wrong target. I would have been so mad. Oh, Punch Boost does not connect. I was too late already. That's fine. We have backups. Oh, I missed that. Space for a hop. Missed a 13 frame glitch animation, or however many frames that one was. Oh, the rad suit, it's here. Oh wait, isn't the rad suit there? Well, they changed it. It used to be there, but they changed the location. Where are you, Mr. Archvile? Oh, there you are. There we go. Oh, and the Archer did the thing where it spawns demons after it dies. Pretty fun. I do get a free Maker Drone, I will say. That is pretty cool. Right now, hopefully I don't get a knockback here. I'm just gonna... Yes, that's clear. I get to leave.
Is that a Maker Drone I saw?
Yes, that was a Maker Drone. It was theoretically free ammo, but when you pop Maker Drone's head, they give you ammo.
I didn't know they could show up this early.
Yeah. So right now we're gonna do what's called a Markiplier clip. The Markiplier clip, actually. Named after, of course, Markiplier, because Markiplier found this. It happened to him during his very first playthrough. I actually missed it. That's very funny. You do not miss this. You just hold inputs. I just didn't hold for long enough because...
Can you give us your best Markiplier voice?
I can't go that low. It's not something I physically can do. I could try, but this shouldn't be hard at all. Something is happening.
Yeah, this usually works. I'm not gonna say this hasn't happened before, but
I've never failed it this many times. Oh, slowly. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. Yeah. Finally. Markiplier would be proud. You know that the skip he found actually saves time, a significant amount of time in this battery. The other option is much slower. So I'm just gonna upgrade dual lock for no reason at all. Just because I want to. I don't know why the blue outlines appear. People say it's because you have the cheats turned on. It's not. It's some other reason entirely, and we're not quite sure why it happens. But it only happens specifically to some people at some times. Right now, I'm just gonna chop some fellas. Here. Chop them big dudes. Hi, Baron. What's up? How you doing? Goodbye. I'm gonna BFG this Archie and stand in the correct place. I'm gonna do a little bit of precise menuing. That was very precise, the timing. It gives me back my ammo. So the game tries to load the checkpoint from before the checkpoint actually hits when you end the level. So it grabs ammo from before, and as you can see, I should have 0, but I do have 30. And now, oh, Necroval 1. Somebody should talk for me. This requires so much focus.
Okay, so basically, Necroval 1, you're just gonna do a giant skip that, I'm not gonna say what it does, but he doesn't get a single checkpoint throughout this entire level. So if anything bad happens, oh man.
Oh man.
It's gonna be funny.
Like, my two commentators know all about the precision of moving out of bounds. Like, this is how difficult and scary it can be. First of all, I'm gonna say hi to you, do a little punch boost. That's very good, actually. A little bit too good. Much height. Gonna come here, get this ammo. Wow, there's a hole here, and I can get through. Nice. Just gonna...
climb the Flesh Palace out of bounds.
Right here. I set up that. Don't worry if you don't know what that is. And oh, I do make it. That almost didn't make it because I got a foot grab on the ledge, which kind of sucked me down a little bit. I was scared I wouldn't get it, but oh yes, this dash boost, the best / worst dash boost in the game. It saves so much time.
It works. It's just 100% of the time.
As you can clearly see right here, definitely isn't any RNG at all. And there we go.
Wow.
Okay, that's actually bad.
Don't worry, you're fine.
I'm fine, however, I'm gonna have to give up a ballista. Okay, I'll give up a ballista for speed so that I can, be safe.
Okay, so you're probably wondering what all this stuff flickering in and out of existence is. Don't worry about it. Just know that Mute knows exactly where he's going until he doesn't.
Navigating out of bounds in Doom Eternal is something special.
This took me a couple of hours to figure out. It's just not fun to.
A couple, yeah.
Only a couple,
Only a couple.
After I shook all the dust off.
Yeah. Only a couple of hours, and some of this floor is where I'm moving is quite precise because some of this floor is you can fall straight through it, and you will fall out of bounds infinitely, and you will lose the run. Okay, I just almost ruined that.
That was
gave me a
really
heart
close.
attack, man.
I just almost
It's fine,
fell.
you did it. That was
right
really
at
good.
the end. Thank
That was
you,
really
thank
good.
you.
First try, neck one.
Thank you. First try. So now I'm just gonna.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
After that, that scared me so much.
That one got your heart rate up, huh?
Oh. So now I'm just gonna clear this arena. I'm gonna take out my bird, have some fun, and we're off to another big skip. So if we had the super shotgun at the beginning of the level, there was a very, very cool trick we can do to get out of bounds and skip to get to an elevator. But sadly, this strat, even though it is very cool, bam, we get straight to and above the elevator. An entire 15-second elevator. Just gone.
Punch boosts are so cool.
On a whip. They're so cool. But like, I do miss the hook. The previous strat that is now obsolete and loses 2 minutes.
The hook was so good. I'm still mad.
Yeah, that punch
I'm not
boost
actually
skips multiple elevators, like 2 fights. A lot of random movement. It's crazy. They just forgot to put a ceiling.
They just forgot? Oh, that's what happens when I, Actually, I'm just gonna do it.
Did that work?
Hopefully,
we'll
we'll
find out.
see. We will find
Find out.
I may or may not have misshot the BFG in an incorrect position, but we'll see if it works.
It's fine.
Did a click for out of energy, but not actually out of energy. Funny glitch. I enjoy it. So now we're gonna say hi to a good friend of ours. Okay, well, a good friend of ours. this tyrant. And immediately goodbye. Where is Bartholomew? Oh, here you are.
Why is our friend half of a corpse?
We gave him a hug.
I did get.
That explains it.
Yeah.
I do have to reload because I misfired the BFG at a
Dang.
slightly wrong place.
That's right. You got to hug your friend again.
I do. Hi. Bartholomew, I'm out. Wherever you are. Oh, nice. Once again, don't know why the blue outlines happen. They just do. I don't have cheats on. And now we're gonna come here and say hi to you. All right.
You don't need that. You didn't need
That was an aggressive greeting.
That was very aggressive. A little bit of rude on my part. I'm sorry. I apologize. We're gonna do a fib here. I'm gonna try that again. We're gonna do a fib here. I'm gonna try that again. We're gonna do a fib here. Yeah, we did it.
There we go.
You fibbed about doing a fib like twice.
Yes.
This. Unbelievable.
So now we're at the penultimate level Erdek. Now this level is the most beautiful level in video game history. I'm exaggerating of course, but I love this level. And we're just gonna skip it entirely.
So
With a
sad.
skipped, properly named Super Angel Monkey. And you'll see why it's called Super Angel Monkey.
It has nothing to do with monkeys. It is super though. It is pretty super. Does it use an angel?
Yes, it does in fact use an angel. Please.
Oh, okay.
So the speaker drones are angels, and I'm just going to say hi to you, and boop, we're out.
Easy.
Easy. First try.
Recurring pattern. They forgot to put a ceiling. So we can go straight through it.
There was no ceiling. And I'm just not going to fall into this hole here, which is 1.0 exclusive for some reason. And
We found this out yesterday.
Yes, we found this out yesterday that there's a hole there in this version specifically. Don't know why, but it is. So I know exactly where I'm going. Don't worry about it. And we are now here. Yay, at the final comic maker fight. We skipped everything, basically.
The end of the level. Who needs rings to return to Earth when you could just go out of bounds?
So now, there's many ways to kill a comic maker. One of the ways is just burr. Burr.
Burr.
Burr.
Burr.
Burr.
Burr.
Burr.
Burr. Burr. But another way is using the Crucible. And very finally, you can Crucible cancel, which means that you can use a Crucible without actually using a Crucible. Hi. This fight is harder because there's no meat hook to get you to the comm maker, so you actually have to physically get close to the comm maker instead of using the meat hook to just get yourself over there. And this fight is, it's quite simple.
You gotta stop reminding Ecorn of the meat hook. We might start getting a little upset.
I've been shaking for the past 30 seconds.
Final level. Final
There
sin.
you go. Final sin. This level's got a lot of combat.
Yeah, this level
that's
is
quite-
notorious.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of combat in this level.
Yeah, you know, known for being the final level, the hardest level, so many super heavies, so many demons everywhere just charging at you, wanting to kill you. What if we just don't?
Oh
You know,
no. See, I
but-
saw the setup for the joke, and yeah.
So I'm just gonna come here, say hi to you. Hopefully it works. Yes, it works.
There we go.
What if we just don't level? You know? What if we just don't?
Yeah.
And
What if we just don't?
instead- What if we just don't? And oop! Oh, here we are at the final second of the level.
There we are.
That was a good boost.
That was a
really,
good
really
boost.
good punch
That was
boost.
that was good.
stuff.
That was good.
Good stuff.
I do hit that, right? Yes. Okay. Sometimes I can miss. Gotta aim a little bit lower here because he's gonna put his hand in front of me. And now I have to do extra damage because the head takes more. For some reason. The head is like the strongest part of the final of the
You know,
icon.
I gotta hand it to the icon.
And that's
He really knows how to. Hold on.
Igorn, you have a lot of jokes handy. I'm just gonna burn
You?
this. Yes.
You. How could you do this to me?
You out
Yeah, I really gotta hand it to you.
The hand pun. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the upper hand. I really have the upper hand.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should be under arrest right now for making all those jokes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it. That's enough. that's enough.
Good jokes. Good jokes. Fun times. Oh. I want this mega
Oh, it's
help.
fun for now, Mute. It's fun for now.
Uh-oh. So now we're just waiting on this auto scroller. And wait, do I have everything? I'll do get one more chance. Why not? Aha! Rockets.
That was a very useful chainsaw.
Yes. Oh, gold leader deck, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Actually gaming.
Oh, that's actually not ideal. Might have to reload checkpoint here if that stomach misses. You know what? It's fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be
You'll
fine.
be fine.
I'll be fine.
You don't need the stomach shot. You have burr.
I do have burst.
Saves you from everything.
So now we're gonna just chop this arm real quick. Boop. Boop. Aw, that's okay. We do extra damage. There's a huge timer right now. I think there's about 20 seconds left on the timer. If I can defeat the Icon of Sin in this period of time, I'm fine. If I cannot, I will have to wait for either 40 seconds or 7 seconds. Depends on the RNG. The Icon has different animations that it can do. And oh, I actually do it. So right now, can I show off the funny? No, please, let me show off the funny. Oh, I didn't get the chainsaw in time. If you chainsaw right there, you are able. That's time, by the way. Time. And that's
Nice.
it.
Good stuff.
Doom Eternal.
Good stuff.
80% limited. Done under 40 minutes, I think. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The SMO is high because there's a lot that can go wrong. Like everything you see. If I had missed it by a little bit, especially out of advanced navigation, that would set me back quite a bit. But this is pretty solid. This is I just got the world record for this category yesterday, and before I got the record yesterday, this would have been 30 seconds off record. That's really good.
That was very, very good.
You did a fantastic job.
Thank you. Once again, thank you
Yeah,
to
a lot can go wrong very
a
easily.
lot can go wrong.
Yeah, so you did very well.
Thank you. I appreciate
GG.
that. And I appreciate my absolutely lovely co-commentators, the Septics _ and Ecorn, and of course to the wonderful, wonderful host, Amy. And do you guys have any shout-outs to do?
I wasn't prepared for this.
Well, if you want to learn how to do speedruns, if you like this run and you want to learn it, we are happy in the MDSR speedrunning Discord to be able to help you. And, you know, if you enjoy this content, you know, we do have a lot of tutorials, resources, tools to help you learn this very easily. Like, we have so many accessible tools. It's so easy to learn how to do a speedrun. Like, it's just, you can learn it right off the bat. You don't even know how to play it. You don't even have to know how to play the game. You can just go. And yeah, like, of course, once again, check out the lovely Deceptics _ and Ecorn. Like, both are brilliant, brilliant people. And I adore them a lot. Thank you two so much for being here. It was so much fun. And once again, thank you for having me. Any shout-outs?
I mean,
I'd like to...
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, shout out to Deceptics _ and UT6 _
Thank you.
These are people who stream a lot. You should go follow them.
Thank you.
Shoutouts to you, Ecorn.
Shoutouts to Ecorn and Deceptics _ You all are brilliant. But yes, it will do it for us. Thank you so much for watching this Aimbot show. I hope y'all have a lovely day. And as always, have a good day.
Thank you again for doing that, dude. I could barely follow that run. There was so much going on. I just missed. All right. Well, that's the show for tonight. Aimbot's done. No show in 2 weeks because that's the next Flame Fatales marathon. So make sure to watch that instead. If you missed this run, the Doom 2016 run, or the Donkey Kong 64 run from earlier, check it out on YouTube, youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And if you're watching these on YouTube and you want to catch these live, go to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick if you're interested in seeing live content, weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. So like I said, that'll be all for tonight. And tomorrow we have Mercy Kill, followed by Never Before Seen, all starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. See you all around.